Long live Tron B, man. Long live Swole. Long live my big brother Greg.
I don't want y'all niggas standing around this motherfucking microphone when I'm round this
panel,
bitch,
bitch. We live.
Even when I ain't round this bitch, clear from round here, this my shit, my nigga. Y'all ain't got no motherfucking reason around my shit, sorry ass niggas. I'ma tell you right now, nigga, season around this bitch. I see y'all niggas is over with. These niggas talking money, but these niggas broke as shit. Saying they the best cause they ain't never met the key. Always ride shotgun, gon' get a call on you. Fucking with a vet, I think you wanna rap for real. Nigga, put that mic down. Pussy nigga, put that mic down. Fuck, boy, gon' put that mic down. Sucker nigga, put that mic down. Yeah, I play the field, I don't play with little niggas. Once you gotta tell me shit, nigga, I ain't trying hit 16 bars like steel, take your body, got your spit. So don't declare war, then fall back when it get there. I've been patiently watching like a dragon in its lair. The fire in my belly marinating by the flare. I just came to fuck shit up and get up out of here. Just to show you who the real down south nigga to feel. The rest of these niggas foo-foo when amateurs. Green ass niggas jits wet behind the ears. I'm a big gat token nigga living it high, spit it, and I slap the shit out of jokers thinking that it's a gimmick. Four niggas ducked off, boosting at your spot. Ready to push your fade up like boosting once your eye. So watch your mouth, nigga, mostly watch your thoughts. Cause the wrong idea get you wet up while you fall. These niggas talking shit, but these niggas broke as shit. Saying they the best cause they ain't never met the key. Always ride shotgun, gon' get a call on you. Fucking with a vet, I think you wanna rap for real. Nigga, put that mic down. Pussy nigga, put that mic down. Fuck boy, gon' put that mic down. Sucker nigga, put that mic down. Yeah.
Bro, why am I on here twice?
Yes, sir. Check.
Yeah, I'm on here twice. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ball Breakers panel with Big Shake. I'm your host, Big Shake. And we live tonight. Coast to coast panel shit. Y'all already know what we do. We live on YouTube. We live on Facebook tonight. Y'all check us out on TikTok. Now Ball Breakers panel with Big Shake on TikTok. Ball Breakers 305 on YouTube. Ball Breakers panel with Big Shake on YouTube. Ball Breakers panel on Facebook. Give us the Marley Worldwide rundown, big bro. Miles.
Check out Marley Worldwide so you can find the Discord, so you can find where to find the old shows, the YouTube link. You can also find the petition for Tory there. You can find some merch. You can also find Milagro's legal fund. So lots of stuff happening there at Marley Worldwide. It's a nice little hub for bar breakers so that you can get tapped in and get all the info. MarleyWorldwide.com.
I'm a selfish plug real quick. My bro Miles, you know what I mean? Like all of everybody, you know what I mean? Y'all all contributors. Miles brought to the table the apparel link. So he also has a link for some Bar Breakers apparel. You know what I mean? That we're gonna start getting out there, especially to the panel.
Yeah, it's actually something that I used for my daughter's volleyball team when we won a championship. And so I actually ordered some of the stuff myself. And one of my favorite things that I've had for 4 or 5 years is a sweater. And it's literally just a gray sweater, and they put the logo right on the front. It lasted so well, and it was pretty cheap. So check it out if you want to just have something to rock and talk about the show when you're out in the streets.
Y'all do me a favor, if y'all get a chance, go on Facebook right now and just tag some people, man. We live tonight, man. This is a dope topic for me. I wanted to start off with this, but I'm gonna get the panel to check in, man. Saint.
What's good? Shout out to everybody. Bar Breakers doing the thing. Happy to be here on the panel. Y'all can find me Savage6883 on TikTok. Check out some of them funny videos I'll be putting up. Let's get it.
Juice.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, Sirski.
All right, cool, man. And shit, just like Miles said and Big Bro say, man, y'all hit the Marley Worldwide link. I put it down there in the chat. I put it in
Yeah,
the
I just put
Facebook
it in the
post I just
comments
shared.
also.
Facebook post I share for everything, bar breakers, everything. Yeah, bro, like everything is there in the Money Worldwide link. Go hit that. We got new content coming. You can find me at Drew Price underscore official on all platforms. Price with a Y, not an I. You put an I. You gonna find a weird white guy. We discussing all type of shit tonight, man. It's bar breakers. Let's get into it.
We live, man, coast to coast. I'm in Miami, Juice in Texas. My bro in Georgia, Saint, and Cali, nigga. We live tonight. Again, man, I want to start this off tonight, man, with kind of a tribute type, you know what I'm saying, vibe to this cat. And not because of, some of the actual negative things that he kind of responsible for, but every time you hear this guy being spoken of, no matter if they BD or GD or you know what I mean, anything in Chicago, that name Larry Hoover has been respected. You know what I mean? It wasn't just the Rick Ross hook or anything like that. It was a almost like a godly moniker, you know what I'm saying, when you heard the name. And no matter how young or old the Chicago cat that I hear talk about him, they got like the same type of respect for him. So I thought Trump, actually doing that, pardoning, or commuting his sentence in any type of way. Not, obviously it was a, kind of a way for him to kind of shine some light on himself with black people if it matters to him like that. But it I think it would make a difference in Chicago. You know what I mean? Just because he was responsible for structure. And every time you speak to them young cats about Larry Hoover, they talked about the structure. So, with that being said, welcome to, I guess, the light at this point, because, the reason I put free Larry Hoover and I put the question mark is because the sentence was commuted Fed wise, and they saying that he's facing 200 more for the state. Should they have messed with it at all? Miles, talk to me about this shit. As far as what do you think Trump was thinking by doing this for Larry Hoover?
I think where you were hinting on the first part, where it was more of just a symbolic gesture, and for him a way for him to, obviously show some love to the African American population. So that's what I see it more as, because he's not walking out of jail today, and there's still a lot of people who do want him to stay in jail.
Wow. What type of people you think would want Larry Hoover still in jail, Price?
Oh shit! I guess all the people that was affected by all the negative shit he did, shit, just because a whole bunch of time went past don't mean, the wounds still there. So,
Mm.
it still triggers, like for us, Larry Hoover is who Larry Hoover is, but for some people when they hear his name, they probably trigger by some shit he done did to him or somebody under him
Mm.
done did to him. So, those people.
Saint, is the name Larry Hoover a negative vibe when you hear it these days? And when was the last time it kind of was a negative kind of thought as soon as you heard the name being mentioned?
It wasn't a negative vibe to me. It just, like you said, he represented structure and stuff he did. So I can idolize and see some of the things he did and give him a thumbs up. But everybody got dirt on their hands at one point in time. So
Mm.
Can't really judge.
So when they say commuted sentence, Miles, talk to me, bro, and talk to like the novice or the average person that wouldn't, that saw that post, and like I said, like a shock jock, I think Trump's smart enough to know that the average person wouldn't know that it was just a commuted sentence, and it doesn't mean that he's free. It just means that the Fed time, I guess he's been exonerated for.
Well, when I actually first heard about it, I thought he was walking out free. So it took a minute
Okay.
and for other people to say, oh, he still has state charges and there's still these other murder charges. And he got hit with, I guess, another guilty conviction for racketeering while he was in prison because they said that he was running the gang. So honestly, it was news to me. I'm not as knowledgeable about Larry Hoover. And so to me, once the sentence is commuted, it's kind of like what's been happening for NBA Youngboy and Kodak Black, that it's essentially wiping it out and they're free to move as free individuals. They don't have to move as felons or check in with the parole officer or anything like that.
And before we go any further, man, I'm gonna do this too, man, because somebody I actually know in life, you know what I'm saying, just actually got freed, and you know what I'm saying. That's the big bro Project Stacks, P Stacks. Shout out to Poking Beans and everybody that know what that is in Liberty City up there. But Project Stacks just stood on 10 and walked his little whatever he just did down, and now he home. So you know, salute the Project Stacks. Welcome home to the bro.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
my home team, Kid Low. That's his
Rest,
big bro,
rest in peace,
and
CK. My nigga
they
CK.
going live. This shit finna be crazy. I think it's at the cave, if I'm not mistaken. Nah, that's double party at the cave. But I had to find that flyer for y'all real quick. But welcome home to that boy P Stacks, man. Kid Low. Like I said, man, I'm gonna see if we be in the building, man. Um, GD, BD, um, I guess what was it? The Latino gangs in Chicago. Um, the
Latin King.
Wattos,
Latin
Latin
Kings.
Kings, exactly. All those,
Did they have
like
MS-13 in
everybody.
Chicago?
Say it again.
I don't think they had MS-13 in Chicago.
I think
If I'm
that's like
on,
California type
that's
stuff.
yeah,
I
that's probably
think because
Cali. Yeah.
or Mexico because they all closer to not Mexico but Texas because they all close to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Yeah,
California, Texas, and New York.
New York. All right, all right. So what's so when they say commuted sentence, all they're saying is that he's done with the feds. Like and Trump, like he could stop there, and people are gonna still give him like some type of props for that.
Question.
Y'all think any of y'all think that he'll get props for just getting the Fed time commuted if he not able to totally free him?
You're
Yeah,
talking
I
Yeah,
about
he
think
gonna
so.
get
Trump?
props. He
Yeah, I
gonna get
think so
props.
because
Yeah,
like
Trump.
like that don't happen. Like that don't usually happen. Even though he not totally free. At the
Mm.
same time, I think people still gonna look at Trump like, damn, bro. You feel me? Appreciate you, goddamn. But
The
I
New,
think Trump is Trump. Yeah.
the New York Post reported that Trump said he's willing to. Nobody's asked him, but he's willing to consider um, pardoning or commuting Diddy's guilty verdict if he's found.
Yeah, I seen a couple of like
No
bars on that
way.
shit, bro. I was like,
Trump know how
man,
to get the
if he
votes.
if he
Trump know how
step
to
in
stir
on
this shit
Diddy,
up.
bro, that'll be like the biggest goddamn. You know what I'm
Give
Like,
saying?
him
God damn,
what did we
Trump, boy,
just
you
do?
doing a
What did we
lot.
just do for the last 2 months?
hey, yo, hey, Trump a motherfucker if you do some shit like that. That'd be absolutely crazy.
What do y'all
Trump
think
him.
about Ye saying that kid he wished Kid Cudi didn't testify?
Uh, I mean, for me, Kid Cudi ain't no street guy. You never heard Kid Cudi being, street. So him saying whatever he was saying is kind of expected to me. I
Y'all
expect
think
Kid Cudi
Puff?
to get on there.
Y'all think Puff still got friends though? Like that's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Of
Like
course.
He
actual
got plenty
friend. No,
friends.
wait. I mean like actual friends, bro. Because the way they painting all the shit that Puff is or was, they making it like Puff just had everybody around him like on some kind of contract, bruh. And it
I
was
think
like
that's
some
cap.
kind of like what you call it, like sex slave fucking
Yeah,
like
that's
some
cap,
kind of
man.
weird ass if you ain't fucking, doing the weird shit I want you to do, you ain't got no house no more, you ain't got no car, like you just kicked out of the life.
Yeah, no, I
So
don't think.
like
No, I
that
think
is
that's cap.
so that's what I mean, actual friends, bruh. Because it seemed like everybody that he had around him, bruh, they all like telling on him right now.
The defense
Mm.
has a witness list, and they said that the defense is the reason why the trial is going to continue to go until July 4th, I guess. But he's
Mm,
going to have friends. He's going to have his family will come out and speak on him. Keep in mind that to me it sounds less like a sex harem and more like a powerful rich man, and people wanted to keep their jobs, and they will
thank you.
go ahead and keep their mouth shut because they
Right,
know once they lose this job, you're never going to get an opportunity like this again, let alone if he's out in the world telling people
right,
not to hire you and shutting down your opportunities.
exactly,
Wow.
exactly.
And
That's where I'm at
again,
with it.
bro, just
That's
some of the
exactly where I'm
stuff
at with
that
it.
they saying Puff responsible for, bro, outside of this sex shit is just wild to me. You know what I mean? Or like even with the him making the call to the Rippies about Pop. You know what I'm saying? Being, and having them type of ties and shit, and actually like exercising and being like really acquainted with motherfuckers and moving around with them type of motherfuckers to the point where it's weapons done being paid for by him and money done been exchanged and people done got fucked over about the money. Bruh, Puff
I'm
fucked
having a
up,
hard
boy.
time,
Like
but
Puff
I'm
a
I'm having
gangster.
a hard time believing that, bro. Like that's just me. Granted,
Now
I
you
don't.
do after seeing him put his foot up that girl lab, bro. I was not. I like that just introduced me to a whole new feeling about Puff, bro.
For
Cause,
real.
bro,
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't
I feel
know.
I
like
could not, I
I
could
feel like
not
the 90s
imagine
were
him doing that.
the
Go ahead.
90s the 90s were different, you know what I mean? So if you think
Yeah.
about the shit that we were probably doing as well, and then now he's got money, power, and fame, and people are he's literally at one point Bad Boy was the name in the industry. The West Coast had kind of fallen off, and up until about 3 or 4 years ago he literally was a part of an A-list mainstream society. So that wields a lot of power, you know what I mean? So imagine what we were doing with no money, and he was able to do it with money.
Price, who got the hardest feature out right now? What's the hardest collab out right now?
The hardest collab out right now.
Mm.
You gotta cut me in about 10 minutes. Gotta cut me.
All right,
I gotta go through my. I gotta go through my
cause
playlist.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, everybody been talking about this Lucci song. You heard it?
No, Lucci actually, bro. Lucci came out and didn't miss a step, bro. Like
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
enjoy,
saying.
I enjoy Lucci, bro. Like when he
I
came out
haven't
and
heard
released
it.
that,
You ain't
it was
heard it? I'm
dope.
gonna
Like
run it. I'm gonna run it in a second, bar. But again, my nigga, like, yeah, some of these niggas.
he ain't miss a step, bro. He came out and bro. It sound like he picked off exactly where he left off, bro.
Yeah.
I was not disappointed at all.
And the shit that he's saying in the song, like everybody making a big deal out of that. And they say he used the fucking truck that they pushed Buddy out of in the video.
Hmm. Yeah, damn sure did. That shit was crazy.
So
Like
so what what cause for me I'm thinking that's cause they saying that this is homeboy. from what you know what I'm saying, that's in the atmosphere is that Buddy got Blam in there. Like, which, like, one of them did it to him and then they took him to the, what's his name, and pushed him out. I don't really
Yeah, that
get,
story that been switched up so many times. I don't know
yeah,
what to
bro.
believe at this point. So I don't know. I don't know which one to run with without sounding crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
They turned the truck into a memorial. I did see that. I don't know if it was just
Really?
for the I don't know if it was for the video or just the video, but I did see that he had turned the truck into a memorial. I don't know who's gonna come see it, but I
My
like
bad.
that.
The phone went down. Pardon.
In my understanding from like all the videos I had saw at the time, Lucci had just gotten the truck from somebody important, and it was a gift for him doing well. And they took the truck out immediately and started rolling through the ops side of town. And they saw somebody they wanted to blam at, and so when they started blamming, the guy in the car got hit. So maybe somebody hit him from inside the car, and then they just pushed him out, and then that's where they have a audio of some woman saying like they just pushed him out of the car and he's there dying on the street, you need to come help him.
Yeah, we got to talk about that too. I mean, can you do that? Like, any of y'all capable of doing that? Like, one of your homeboys shot in the fucking head, and you gonna take him to the hospital and push his ass out the fucking car?
Not me. I'm not even capable of taking the whip to go. You got a nice whip like that, why are we shooting? We need to go pick up hose. Like, what are we talking about right now?
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. That's what we're doing. That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm on that type of time when it comes to just like, what the fuck is we doing? Like I don't get it. Like, this, like, we past where the fuck we've been trying to fucking get to this whole goddamn time, and you niggas running around, and we that's from down here know who he running around with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That is crazy. Like,
Yeah, no.
all you niggas rich. What is going on? Why are y'all niggas still gang banging, my nigga? That's another question. An
Right.
age-old question.
Bro,
Oh
That's a
man, let me
fact.
see if I get this
That's
video
one
right.
I've never
They,
understood. Like, we got all this
they do it
money
for the
and we still in the
lifestyle.
hood. That's just crazy. To me.
That's a fact.
And then, like,
They won't.
in any issue that you have with anybody, they gonna be ready to take it to the extreme because of who y'all is, and I think Gotti probably got the biggest reality check ever about some of the lyrics that I hear from some of these niggas. You hit on our family, you shoot at me, you cancel Christmas. That's not necessarily true, my brother. You are a public figure, and if a nigga hit at you, you can't just survive that situation and then pay somebody to go kill that nigga. And then go to
Right.
rapping about it right after that. Like it's some big
That shit
strike.
is fiction, man. That's
That
100%
shit is
fictional, bro.
science
It
Hey,
fucking
who
was
you
fiction.
from?
it was a moment in time for King
Hey, that's what
Von
King
and
Von
in
was. Yeah, I was
Chicago,
just gonna say that.
but
King
that's
Von.
not today. That's not it. Life has changed.
Wait, I missed it. What happened?
Self snitching on the internet at its finest. You know what I mean? So
We
nowadays the
we we
cops are.
we actually talking about Lucci new song. You heard it?
No.
No,
Actually,
I actually did.
I'm about to run it right now for y'all, boy. I kind of wanted to react to it, and most of us that kind of been been Lucci fans, we've been kind of waiting for this, especially with him jumping out and all that there. So, you know what I mean? It's good to get y'all fresh reaction to this shit. This the Bar Breakers panel, man. We're a Bar Breakers group to our core. So we finna run this YFN Lucci and have the panel react. Welcome home, Lucci. Freedom.
just hating cause I'm realer than you. My bitch better than your bitch, and I got pictures to prove. And we so high up like we building a roof. I made millions out of nothing just from spilling my truth. Yeah, we still grinding like we got something to prove, even though we got nothing to prove. Took every risk cause we had nothing to lose. Making millions just spilling my truth. Spilling my truth. Spilling my truth.
Look, okay, look, crazy thing about it. I was in the can and I was still making deposits. And I kept it silent. Red bone bitch trying to suck me like a lolly. Everything I left when I was gone, I still got it. Boy, you dead wrong if you think I'll ever let you try me. And I'm on parole, but I'll never go without it. Look, never held my head down on 10 toes about it. Took my time showing these diamonds, I know they iron. I say, Pat, like, bro, why is you smiling? This nigga wild. They were trying to give me 200 years, they were trying to hide me. How you get 200 years without a body? Mama shed too many tears, no more crying.
Tori trying to find that out right now.
Look, they say I threw my mans out. When you on the move, sometimes it don't go how it was planned out. You wouldn't understand how a whole lot of trials and tribulations got me this far. Don't rest up cause your grandson made it this far. I'm just glad that lad ride was the back of a bat. He was son like Cam Newton, had a whole lot of hats. This shit I put my family through, I'm just glad to be back. I been a big dog, fool, I was never a rat. If you kept me talking in facts, I put the hood on my back.
Man, you might have to run that back, man.
Yeah, Uchi's bad, man. They're both bad songs.
I ain't gonna lie.
Are you muted, Anthony? I can't hear
You're,
you.
you're shake, you're shake, you mute. I can't hear nothing if you're talking.
Yeah, that's my bad. My bad. I was muted. Yeah,
You
I'm
get
just trying to
you
find out what's the scenario that you push dog out the car, bro. Wop, I'm gonna start with you because I know you kind of in and out, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a spot in my job right now. That shit bad reception.
Say less, say less. Price, what's the instant that you push bro out the car, bro?
Shit. Only time.
What you got in that car, bro, that you couldn't have thrown the fuck out of there, that you as a rich nigga that you can't get right back.
I don't know. That nigga probably had some anthrax on. I'm definitely pushing his
What?
ass up out of there.
A
Yeah, gotta
punk or
go.
something in that bitch with him
Yeah,
that
got.
they ain't want nobody to see, man. You
Yeah,
crazy?
nigga had anthrax in there, boy. You gotta go. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there a charge for that? Y'all think it's a charge for that? That
I
I mean,
don't know.
was that why he was locked the fuck up? Like, is there an actual charge for them pushing him out and them not have been the ones that shot him? I guess you know if that's the way it
I
went.
I still know very little criminal law, but it would be essentially like manslaughter because he was killed in the commission of the crime, and their intent wasn't to murder him, but their proximate cause of going out on the mission and trying to shoot other people was the result of their friend dying. So they would be charged potentially, I would see, like manslaughter, and that's probably one thing that he might have been in jail for, but I don't know the specific details. But yes, it's a crime to go. It's a crime to commit a crime or a felony with somebody, and they die. You're responsible for their death.
And again, I'm just gonna ask you this question, Saint.
Hey, ain't that capital murder?
Wh-
That's capital murder, ain't it?
Yeah, that
I think
that
ain't
was a
capital murder when you plan it or some shit like that. The premeditated shit. I think that's capital murder when you like seek them out and do it to them.
Because if I'm not mistaken, like
so he
it was an incident that happened down south where some dude was robbing this old Spanish man by the busway, and they ended up pushing dude uh Like they end up pushing Chico in front of the bus ended up
Oh
hitting
shit.
Chico. The old Spanish dude died, and they caught, like the niggas robbing him, and all the niggas end up going to jail. And I think the charge of capital murder, if I'm not mistaken, because that man died, and y'all the reason for his death, somebody got to be responsible for that body. So they just ended up grabbing all of it.
Capital
I agree
murder.
with that.
Capital murder is when it meets specific aggravating circumstances: murder of a law enforcement officer, murder during the commission of another felony like robbery, rape, kidnapping, murder for hire or contract killing, multiple victims, mass murder, terrorism related homicide, murder of a child, typically aged like 10 to 12, murder by an inmate serving a life sentence. Those are some examples.
Those are all capital murder offenses.
Yes.
Tell me
Yeah.
how bond works. How is it that bond works different in different states?
Well, I mean, that's what makes the American government the way it is. We have our federal government that lays down a baseline rules, and then each state is allowed to enact their own specific rules. So that's how we have some states with the death penalty and some states without the death penalty. And that's kind of like was the compromise in the sense of how we had the Civil War, and the South wanted to be one way and the North wanted to be another. And so there had to be some sort of compromise. So that's how you get the individual states.
So that um the actual crime don't even like it matters in certain states. That is fucking crazy. That's like being in New York with a fucking gun.
Not
Like bitch you
necessarily.
Better not be in New York with no gun.
It depends on if you commit the crime and then you start going through different state jurisdictions, then it could make it federal. But if you just do a crime within your local state, it's not necessarily going to rack you up Fed charges. You have to actually do specific acts, or you have to do things that are involving the American government, not just your local community. So if you look at it when you get arrested or public intoxication, we'll say in your local city, that's your local law enforcement that's going to deal with it. When you start dealing with taking in money or wiretapping, or I mean wire transfers, and you're doing those type of financial frauds, now you're starting to get to where the feds are going to investigate, because it's a bigger problem. So it depends on who the problem's affecting. Is it a national problem, a societal problem? So that's why we have charges like mayhem, and they have the enhanced sentencing with great bodily injury and those type of things, but they'll vary depending on state to state.
Saint, what's the instant that you pushing your dog out the car, bro? And he shot in the head. You hear me, Saint?
Okay, I'm
Wop,
back. I'm in a good place.
you heard the question, Wop?
Now go ahead. I just got on. I'm back.
Lucci was in jail pretty much for his homie getting shot in the car, and next thing you know they pushing him out of the car at the hospital. Um, is there any instance where you pushing your dog out the car and not taking him in the hospital? Like what the fuck is that?
Hell yeah, I do that shit. I do. You know why I do that shit? It depends on like how the situation is, because if it's a situation where I know my boy is a felon, and he's a big time felon, like this can implement him in some bullshit. Hell yeah, jump my ass, leave me right there. I'll figure it out and we'll work it out. I think Nipsey said that in his track. That's your weed, all the cash is mine. Like you could dump me at the hospital. I'm good. I'll figure it out. We'll talk later. But or vice versa. You know what I mean? I want my homeboy to have that same thing as me. You know what I mean? To be like, yo, wow, I know you could go to prison. Dump me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like or whatever. Yeah, like that. Like that's the only instance. But other than that, hell no. My cousin gets shot. I ain't, or, something like that or whatever, and I'm with him, and I know there's no issue. I ain't. He don't go to jail. I don't. I'm not a felon. We ain't felons, nigga. Hell no. We going in this hospital. Let's figure it out. But hell yeah, there's situations where you dump a nigga. Fucking right. You fucking right.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see me
Shake, you
any of
want me to
my
go to prison?
friends, bro. It ain't even about you going to prison because, like I said a couple minutes ago, no matter what in that fucking car, you can throw that shit away and get that shit back. A nigga who got some whatever on him, y'all could drop that nigga ass off or drop their ass off somewhere and go take care of bruh. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no circumstance that I'm
Um,
seeing that no fucking I'm finna, you know what I mean? Outside of you got
so wait,
fucking
basically,
El
the guy
Chapo
was
with you
shot.
and some shit like that.
So
You
the
got
guy
El
was shot.
Chapo with you, huh?
I just want to make sure I'm clear. The guy was shot. He was in the car with the guy. Instead of him being there waiting on ambulance or hospital, doctors and things of that nature, he left them. Is what you're saying?
No, he was in the car. They drove his ass to the hospital after he getting shot. Cause they,
Mhm.
from what Miles just said, they were shooting out of the car and he fucked around, and got shot in the head, and now you riding around with that shit in there, and
No, he
you
got
take.
shot in the head and they immediately pushed him out of the car.
Oh
Huh?
shit!
So
So
that's why
they
I
Well,
was
was
no,
driving.
no,
telling
no,
you.
no.
That's why I
Oh
was
yeah,
telling
yeah.
you.
This is the
He
same
got
story.
shot. Yes, they were in the car. They started shooting. The other people started shooting back, and he immediately got hit. And I don't know if his head exploded or whatever, but they immediately pushed him out of the car. And then that's where you can find the 911 call of a woman saying, I literally just
Some
watched
people.
him push this man out of the car and he's here dying in the street. You need to come help him. You need to come help him. Because they literally just push him out of the car and go speeding away. It wasn't a matter of taking him to the hospital and rolling up to the front and dropping him off, or it wasn't a matter of putting a
Oh
tourniquet on him and
no.
finding a safe
Oh
place
no.
for him. It was boom, he got hit. We clearly have blood on us, and now we pushed him out of the car. I'm just
Oh
giving you the
no. So
scenario.
That's some
that's
foul
a
stuff
different
right there.
situation. Hell no. Them some
Exactly.
hoe
Hey,
niggas.
Saint,
Hey, Lucy, if
Saint,
you hear this shit,
Saint back
nigga,
with us
them
too.
niggas, y'all hoes for that. That's some hoe shit because,
Yeah.
bruh,
And he got a
I mean, I'm
song
not
out
leaving
right
my nigga.
now, like saying,
Yeah.
like that's why I rewinded it because I wanted to hear the bar again. Like I wanted to know I wanted to peel back the layers of that bar because I don't know if he bragging on pushing his dog out the car or trying to get stripes for being like 100 enough or gangster enough to pull off on him because somebody else will be fucked up, you know, if they
Mm-mm,
tried to help him or some shit. So that's
mm-mm.
where we at with the song. You know what I'm saying? I go to the beginning of it because you wasn't here for it.
If you my
But
man, Shay, and you get your head hit and you're in my car, there's no way, shape, or form I'm push you out the car, nigga. I thought y'all was
I'm
talking about
push
something
you
else.
out there. Yeah,
Hell
that
no.
is fucking crazy to
You a
me,
hoe.
dog.
You a hoe,
I'm
nigga. You a bitch. I won't
Yeah.
call you every name in the book because that let me know beforehand. You ain't my homeboy, nigga. You ain't my friend. How the hell you let my head get? My mama gotta see me later, stupid. Let me sit in the back seat like that, whatever. But don't just let me
Well,
get more
they
mangled.
got the car in the video, dog. They got the car in the video. Like it's some
Well, I'm
kind of.
saying you
That's
throwing
what
me
I'm
out. I could
saying.
get
It's
my
like got
name.
some weird energy for me, bro. Like in a lot of the ways, cause again, I'm fucking with the song and all that, bro. But like, come on, man. Like you got to be some type of classy and think about this guy's family that you pushed out the car, bro.
I don't think
Like
nobody
why
thinking
ain't no.
about. I don't think nobody thinking about that in that situation, bro. It's
Okay,
brains in the
yeah,
back seat,
yeah.
bro. Niggas, the last thing niggas thinking about is somebody's family, bro. They trying to get food and his brains and
I
guts
know,
up
but
out of the
who?
whip,
The
bro.
last thing I'm thinking about is pushing you out as well. I'm not
No, I'm
pushing
talking
you
about
out, nigga.
after all of this is over. This is after he went to prison and had time to think about and then get out and
All right,
all of that. So
That's
that is
but
the thing. That's why I'm saying like let's see
yeah, you
how he feel. Here we go.
You just hating cause I'm realer than you. My bitch better than your bitch, and I got pictures to prove. And we so high up like we building a roof. I made millions out of nothing just from spilling my truth. Yeah, we still grinding like we got something to prove, even though we got nothing to prove. took every risk cause we had nothing to lose. Making millions just spilling my truth. Spilling my truth. Spilling my truth.
Look, okay, look, crazy thing about it. I was in the can and I was still making deposits. And I kept it silent. Red bone bitch trying to suck me like a lolly. Everything I left when I was gone, I still got it. Boy, you dead wrong if you think I'll ever let you try me. And I'm on parole, but I'll never go without it. Look, never held my head down on 10 toes about it. Took my time showing these diamonds, I know they iron. I say, Pat, like, bro, why is you smiling? This nigga wild. They were trying to give me 200 years, they were trying to hide me. How you get 200 years without a body? Mama shed too many tears, no more crying. Look, they say I threw my mans out. When you on the move, sometimes it don't go how it was planned out. You wouldn't understand how a whole lot of trials and tribulations got me this far. Don't rest up cause your grandson.
What he meant by that?
They say he threw his mans out.
I get
They
exactly what he
say,
meant. Shit. When shit
But
happen and shit, everything gonna go how it planned. Nigga. How you feel me? I ain't mad at
Adrenaline
the
nah,
post.
pumping.
I'm gonna shake a little bit. Wait a minute. What you trying to say, nigga? You threw
That
him out?
nigga panic. That nigga
You said
panic.
yeah, that's what
as
I'm
an
saying. Like
MC.
that ain't what
Yeah, as an
happened. Like
MC.
you lying right
Break
now.
that
That's
down.
what I'm saying. That's
He
from
just
what
said,
bruh just said. That's what happened. You threw
yeah,
your man out.
yeah. As an
Yeah,
MC, you just
that's
said
what
they
that.
said I threw my mans out, but things don't go how it planned out. Nigga, no, I didn't throw
That's
my mans out. I didn't throw
yeah.
them
That's
out,
what I'm
nigga.
saying, bro. Like
What the
what is
fuck?
he looking for with that bar? Like
Yeah,
that's a
good point,
hard
Shake.
bar right there,
Yeah,
big bro. Price. What was he
That's
looking
okay.
for in that bar?
That's a crazy question.
The nigga just simply saying when shit happens, niggas don't always stick to the plan, bro. That nigga said he said I
What's the
threw my
point?
man's out. They said I say I threw my man's out, but when you on the move, shit don't always go how it plans out. Like life don't always go out.
Planned
I
out.
get it. I ain't mad
So
at him.
did you do that? What did he plan out?
He
You
ain't
know?
snitching on himself. He just saying that's what they said.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the actual like bar. He's saying that they're saying he threw
It
his
can be
man
personal.
out. No, bro, like you threw your man out. Like this is, but the 200 they try to give me 200 years, but how they give you
They
200
tried
years
to
without a
hide it.
body, bro? Your man
And then
was
he
the
said,
body, wasn't it? Then the man died.
yeah, yeah, good point. He
yep.
said they tried to give
But it
him
was
200
rotated
years
case in
without a
that.
body.
I think he
Huh?
got the more years for the. Didn't they also charge them with RICO? So they were trying
Yeah,
to.
or the
They,
Rico charges.
yeah, so it wasn't just necessarily the
Well,
murder. He's
other
being a
people
little
said
bit
it, man.
disingenuous, and so I get what he's saying. Like obviously, he's trying to make it more like a war analogy in the sense of something happens, we have to move in a different way. Just me personally, not a way I would move.
Yeah,
Okay,
He
it's
wait,
just
wasn't
it,
trying.
question.
The
Is
man, he
Lucci
wasn't
still,
trying to catch
Lucci,
no case.
Lucci the co-defendants are still in jail right now?
I don't think so. I think well, he on parole.
I think
Yeah, he
they
on
are.
probation.
Because
So
Young Thug,
yeah, he on papers. He
all of
he
them
he out
there.
on papers. So I don't know if they were able to get the same kind of treatment he did.
Same
Was
with Young Thug.
CP3
He
All of them
ain't.
with
still
them
in
He ain't
jail.
want
boys?
that body to
Price
stick though.
You said what?
was CP3 with them boys?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Who they? Cause they was saying
CB3
that
on some
some, you
whole
know.
CB3 was on some whole other shit. That's a
Okay,
story
okay, cause
for
they
that's probably for another day.
exactly cause they
Okay, quick
saying
question.
that
Anybody know if Young Thug
somebody
is
like that
co-defendant
was
that's still in
around.
jail?
They were saying that somebody like that was around. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to CP3, man. You know what I mean? Fred, Rory, y'all seen them in the video. Let's finish this thing up, man. I don't want to keep cutting it off, but those the bars that I kind of caught that I was kind of when I heard them, I was thinking like, what? How was he feeling with that? Like, what was he looking for when he wrote them sentences?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying though.
So I made it in. Hey, I'm just glad that last ride was the back of a bat. He was son like Cam Newton, had a whole lot of hats. This shit I put my family through, I'm just glad to be back. I been a big dog, fool, I was never a rat. If you catch me talking in facts, I put the hood on my back. I put your face on the shirt if you put my name in your rap. The streets to the cage out there. They say I changed that cap.
You heard that? Nah, they would have been on Thug Bumper boy about that. Like
Hell
what kind
yeah.
of deal Lucci got? Did they y'all ain't hear nothing about stipulations on what he could do while he out here?
That's true. He talking about murder instead.
Man,
Yeah.
YSL
He,
was way bigger. Why? But that young slum like was doing a lot of shit, so they probably ain't. They ain't looking at Lucci as no criminal enterprise. Mhm.
okay.
He got caught with Rico though.
Yeah, yeah, he did, but his shit wasn't big as Thug. That
Yeah,
YSL shit was
no,
responsible for a lot of murders.
But he ain't go to
yeah,
jail
that's
for
true.
that body though, did he?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Wow. All I'm gonna
Hey,
say we're gonna finish this thing, but again, it's just like questionable for him to just be jumping out, bro. You dog, like, come on.
If you see me hang that's real, through all of that pain you in there.
You just hate cause I'm realer than you. My bitch better than your bitch, and I got pictures to prove. And we so high up like we building a roof. I made millions out of nothing just from spilling my truth. Yeah, we still grinding like we got something to prove, even though we got nothing to prove. Took every risk cause we had nothing to lose. Making millions just spilling my truth. Spilling my truth. Spilling my.
All right, Miles, 20 seconds on Lucci's new video, new song.
Oh, I thought it was all right. I mean, it's definitely not my style. And
yeah.
listen, if we're riding around, I don't want my last ride to be in the back of a fucking Maybach. Okay, so take me to the hospital.
Right.
Take me to the goddamn hospital, man.
You get me to the fucking
Price, man. 20 seconds on Lucci new song and what you think his vibe was. What was he trying to say?
Shit, I don't think Lucci missed a step, man. Lucci had none. I mean, Lucci's sound was always, his sound, nigga was always original in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. So, I don't think like I said, he came back out and he ain't missed a step. He sounds just like himself before he went in. So I thought it was dope. And I used to listen to Lucci a lot before he
Yeah.
before he got jammed.
So Wap
yeah.
Lucci came out with more emotion than Thugger.
No, definitely not.
Hell no.
Whoa.
Hell no.
Definitely not.
Hold
Definitely not.
on. Y'all saw this much love for Thugger when he got out?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie, the brother, the shit
Right.
that what I will say is Thugger can't go back to the hood like that. Yeah, that was like one of the
Right.
stipulations. You can't go back to Atlanta, all that good shit. So, that's probably why we ain't see like how Lucci, get out there in front of the whole hood and sit on the Maybach and all that kind of shit and have parties and videos and shit. Thugger wasn't allowed to do none of that.
Man, Thug came home, organized a fashion show, and made 600K off that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
ain't
He
no,
No.
yeah,
but the nigga Thug came home. They wanted him to organize a fashion show with his spider brand in that bitch, and he made 600K.
yeah.
Don't nobody give a fuck about sitting on no cars in the hood. Nigga made 600K. You just
Okay.
got back
Yeah,
off of
you right.
Rico.
You right.
I
You
love
right. I did
that.
not know that. I did not
Yeah.
know that.
He
That's dope right there.
then he went overseas and did some other shit. So it was like they he did like this little concert benefit. I don't know what the hell it was, but yeah, yeah, hell yeah, he got more motion than Lucci. Lucci wasn't gonna come home and be no hero, no weird shit like that. It wasn't gonna be like that thing. Only because of
Who?
how his what the case was. With Thug, Thug was gonna come home like that because of the rap, him not talking, him not snitching and all that. He was gonna come home on that. Like Thug is one of the biggest for that, right? They loving him for that. Like, oh, he could have told the whole YSL. He could have. So they loving him for that shit, especially in the streets.
And if you
So
know YSL was killing them niggas. YSL was
Mhm.
killing them niggas in the
hey,
street.
hey,
Allegedly.
literally.
Allegedly.
That
Like,
shit crazy.
bro,
Exactly.
that YSL shit was smoking them
but
boys. Like,
but
that
I
YSL
ain't
shit
Mhm.
ain't
gonna
stand a
lie,
chance.
dog. I ain't gonna lie. Academics had one of the funniest shits I ever heard, bro. That nigga said they had to start calling them niggas wise tail.
I swear to
Exactly.
God.
Say, you seen, you
Hey
seen,
Wise
boy, what they
tell.
you
call the
seen,
boy wise
Shake,
tail, nigga? Like what? All
you
of them
seen,
nigga went to telling.
Shake, you seen Woody had the he literally, I don't know if y'all seen it most, like it was most not recent, but a little bit after the case. He spoke. Woody was like, "Bruh, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all niggas. Like I literally had to recant my shit because I don't want to die, nigga. These niggas will kill
Oh
you. You
shit.
understand me? Y'all thinking I'm a killer, nigga? These niggas will kill you out here where we at right there, like with that YSL. He didn't want to say YSL, but we know it's him. He was like, I had to recant my shit because nigga, I didn't want to die. I'm being real with you.
Man,
I was like,
man,
oh shit.
them niggas probably shoot at a nigga and then call the cops. Boy, the way them niggas was moving
Mhm.
around, boy, I wouldn't trust now one of them niggas ever again in my life. Saint, who Lucci closer to doing music with, Gunna or or I'm sorry, who Thugger closer to doing music with, Lucci or Gunna?
Gunner.
Hell no. Hell
Hey, the crazy
no.
shit is, hold on, cause well, Thugger them, allegedly got nut knocked off. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like like, is that a bigger thing than Gunna snitching on Thugger?
Bro,
I kind of
Woody
think
did
it
yes.
smoke
is.
that too. Woody
Cause that
smoked
shit
the
covered
kid.
the
He really
territory.
But
Like,
that
that shit covered the territory. But Gunna actually sat up there and ratted. Bro, Lucci, all the dirt Lucci had on Thug, he refused to testify against this nigga, bro. He told them crackers, I'm not testifying against Thug, bro. And Thug did the same
yeah.
shit with him. I'm not testifying against this nigga. So I think that's against a nigga that's supposed to be your biggest, bro. And nigga ain't testifying against that's raw as fuck to me.
You know what's crazy? The boy Woody got on the stand and said him and the nigga threat, the guy threat, shot up rich homie Quan baby daddy barbershop. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so him jumping on the stand and saying this,
Mm.
he literally said he shot the nigga and he was shot that day. And he never said Nut, I killed him personally. But nigga, Nut was shot that day at that spot on that time, and that was it. That nigga still ain't getting no time. That case was wonky as hell. It was just all over the place. Like nobody wanted to fuck with YSL. You don't want to do, bro. Them niggas was terrorizing the fucking witnesses,
mhm.
nigga.
Man, them
Facts. They
boy
was
was
going
a
to the
fucking
niggas'
on
house,
some
nigga.
menaces to
on some
society
Nino
for
Brown
real.
shit.
Yeah. They going to
Them
grandma
niggas.
saying, no, you better tell that nigga. Because if you don't tell
Uh,
him, you gone. And they really are saying, no, and here go Woody. Get on this stand and say, no, no, I don't recall. I don't know what's going on. You see how stupid he got real quick? Woody got
That boy
stupid
say,
quick. I'm talking about
y'all keep
it
asking
was
me
all
these
good.
same questions. I don't understand these questions.
Yeah, I don't recall. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like,
Talking about
Miles,
that
motherfucker.
whole
It
I
wasn't
fucking
I
until
want to
trial.
last
see.
week.
I want to see if somebody come from the perspective I'm thinking of. You know what I'm saying? Who's Thugger closer to doing music with,
I would
Lucci
have.
or Gunna?
I'd have to say Gunna. I mean, if you're gonna shoot at somebody's mom, you're probably not gonna be anywhere in the same room with them.
I
Probably
agree with the
still went together.
person, but not the actual reason. Like for me, like Price said, my nigga Thugger jumped out, made 600K. So Gunna is signed to the label, and he contractually, obligated to do music. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna do something with anybody, especially with Gunna, like no matter what nobody fucking say, but since that bitch been out, he
nigga
been
make
like
hits,
either
dog.
the hottest or one of the hottest motherfuckers making music. So the business part of Thugger, it should be a no brainer. Like he said in court, man. Oh yeah, I'm finna go do music with that nigga. I had that nigga on every corner like I'm his pimp. Every show you got, bitch, we doing our playlist, bitch. Every song I got with you, that's the playlist. That's the set tonight, bitch. And as long as he
Well, every
signed
single
to
time
him,
they ask him about,
say it again.
every time they ask him about Gunna, though, he trust me, bro, he don't want no parts of that nigga. They
Yeah, he
just
don't want no
asked him in the
parts of that
new
nigga.
interview. He
But
Yeah, I
the
saw
don't
that
want
shit.
no
question
parts
was
of the
no,
nigga.
the question was who was he closer to doing music with,
Yeah, never.
and
He
that
wouldn't
would
do it
be
with
the
none of them
reason
personally, but
why you don't buck that. You not bucking Gunna if you finna go on tour and make $2-3 million in 4 months, bro. No, you not. None of them is.
okay, here's the thing.
Especially
Here's the
after
thing.
spending about six on why you been locked up for all these years. So I
Bro,
don't think your feelings gonna let you buck no opportunities like that. I just don't.
sure they will. You
The
know why? Because all money ain't good money. Shake. I mean, not the shake. Doug feels like this,
but
nigga.
this ain't
I
bad.
was
This ain't bad money because it ain't illegal, Wop. If it was illegal or
no,
some
no, no,
shit,
no, not bad
it's
money in that
bad
way.
money.
Not
But
bad
this
money in
is
that
your
way.
actual company making money.
Shake. I
It
could
ain't
go
just
do a
about
song with
Thugger Pocket.
Celine
It's the
Dion or some
company.
shit. Only him. I don't need.
Go ahead, big bro.
He can go do a song with fucking Cisco right now, and that should be the hottest
No,
shit.
he can't.
It
No,
don't.
he can't. Hell no.
What?
You know how many features
Listen,
Thug
Shake.
got right now that you ain't heard? Cause nobody like
No, no, no.
again, bro.
Right
Like,
now.
go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
right now. Right now. He came home and was the hottest thing since sliced bread, nigga. Regardless of how anybody see, I've been watching him now. He's really hot right now. Okay, Young Thug, yes. My point is this: he's not gonna even remotely try to lean towards new music with neither one. You know why? One I
Mm-hmm.
tried to kill. The other one I feel like told on. Period. There's no and he already said he think Gunna told. He said that in his tweet already. He said that. So now he already said he don't fuck with Lil Lucci. He really don't fuck with Lil Lucci. We know that.
Bruh,
Like
Thug got
they
a new
don't want him
album coming out 2025 anyway, and none of them niggas is on his bruh. Gunna not even
to.
on the playlist.
No, he
Yep.
not.
Gunna not
Ti
even on the
said.
feature
Ti
list.
said. Ti said the best bet is to stay away from every nigga in Atlanta. This is what he told Thug. That's what he said. He told Thug. Stay away. Even me, nigga. He said even me. Stay away. And this is my brother. He said, that's my brother. He said, I told him stay away from every nigga in Atlanta. I don't give a fuck who it is, nigga. Stay away from him. I said, damn. That's an Atlanta native nigga telling him that. T.I. The GOAT.
I want to shoot back to Tory for a second, bro. What is it gonna take to free the little nigga? You know what I'm saying? With that type of evidence that we just saw in the past couple days, bro. Like, what's the mountain that got to be moved now? For some, like who got to be contacted? Who is the trigger man behind freeing that nigga? Because this is like it's obviously the chick was lying.
Shake, I don't mean to cut you off. I'll return. I got a situation.
Okay, my bro.
All right.
Trump can free him. He freeing
At this
everybody else.
at this point, I think it's going to be Father Time. He's going to have to finish out the sentence, and it doesn't seem like Governor Gavin Newsom is trying to pardon him. And then it's because it's a state charge. It's not something that Trump's able to pardon him, I believe, on. So
Mm.
Tory's unfortunately in a bad situation. And when you look at more of like the evidence that they produced, it more just rose questions and shows you more of the flaws in our legal system and how black men are easily railroaded and how we're constantly you know the battering ram for the courts. So to me, one of the biggest things that had come out was the night that the whole incident happened, Meg is right away asking like the cops, like, "Are you gonna take us to jail?" And it's like
Yeah.
you're a rich black woman. Why would you be concerned about going to jail? Why wouldn't you be indignant in the sense of like, she had a guilty conscience, I guess, from fighting with Kelsey, and she had a guilty conscience and thinking like, oh, they're going to take us to jail because they knew we were fighting. It was never an indication like somebody had shot me. It was never an indication like, oh, now you're here
Yeah.
safe with the police. You can say it. Oh, this motherfucker shot me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
it, to me, I've, obviously you guys have more of an interest in Tori than I do, and my interest in Tori comes from Milagro and her advocating for him, and her being one of the few voices that were actually standing up for him. And she said all the same things and literally got a lawsuit from Meg, and now a white woman comes and says it, and you don't hear a peep from Meg. You know what I mean? So to me, that's more of what the dynamic that's happening. But Tory actually getting out of jail himself and him not being an American citizen, it's not looking good.
Yeah. Oh well.
Wow. And once again, that doesn't matter that buddy that testified against him. The tape is clearly from the police and like before the trial, where you know what I'm saying, where he done said that the girl was the one that shot. So how is that like so put it this way, the person that has the power to free him, you think they saw that tape?
Who do you think had the power to free him? It would have been him to
Did he
go on
say
the.
the governor?
But I mean, in the sense of if the governor saw the tape and decided that was super overwhelming evidence, but then you're saying that
Exactly.
you're saying that see, the whole problem is that the way they look at the judiciary is that the lower court already decided this. So unless the lower court made an error or clearly we have a smoking gun, nobody's going to touch what the lower court did, because they're going to say that the lower court did the right thing and that the guilty conviction was the way it should be. So this imaginary thing that there's some sort of evidence or there's some form of an appeal that he can get, that's a super long shot. You know what I mean? Legally.
Wow.
And so the crime that he was convicted of, technically by the red letter law of the book, I believe he was, under the original story and Make's story of him shooting the gun in the air. So the problem is that if there's any truth to Tori saying, Kelsey's a mom and I didn't want to take a mom from her child because I have my own mom. Well, unfortunately, like Milagro says, you got to eat that tin then, nigga. Like, that's what it
Yeah.
is now. You got to
Yeah.
eat that. So
Yeah.
he
You gotta
clearly
walk
hasn't
down
he
that 10th.
clearly hasn't done anything to advocate for Milagro, who's a mom of two children. He could have had an opportunity to go to a deposition and literally tell the whole world in front of a judiciary where you've been signed in and sworn in, and say his story. Say, oh, I didn't shoot Meg. Kelsey and her were fighting over it. So if you want to live by the street, you unfortunately can die by the street, as we've seen with him in jail, and anything can potentially happen. Your life isn't your own. You're now property of the state. This is the way it's been since we were kids. Maybe, it's the
So
price
yeah.
of
So
pussy.
are y'all under the same feeling that I am when I thought that he should have just been sitting down the whole time this has been going on? He should have just been either touring, doing his thing, but he was like actually running around, like getting into shit.
The
So how
thing
much
was the
do you?
gun. And he was gonna go to jail regardless because there was a gun
Oh, okay.
in
So you
in
don't
the in
think
the
that?
in the vehicle. Period. So like you can't. He wasn't supposed to be around none of that shit. So now you
Oh,
got a gun in the presence, and the shit then got fucking discharged. So
yeah.
yeah, and then a girl claiming you the one shot her. Bitches up.
You supposed to
And
been
that's
sitting
part
your
of
ass
part of
down.
Tory's issue is they gave him gun enhancements, whereas like in certain situations they were saying that those gun enhancements aren't typically on there. So I mean, unfortunately, he was a high profile case.
Whoa! So like a switch or something was on there.
No. It's just in the commission of a crime, or I'll have to get the research the details for you, but it's some form
Uh-huh.
of a gun enhancement. So, but it just goes more into the sentencing and after you've been convicted, not going into your conviction.
All right, say less. Well, shit, man. I definitely want to just get this one off. You know what I mean tonight, and we gonna be consistent with this shit, bro. This is the Bar Breakers panel, man. We coast to coast with it tonight. Larry Hoover commuted sentence. I kind of wanted to get that understood because there's a few people that I'm tapped in with. They were kind of cloudy on whether or not he would actually be free. And I had to explain to him that commuted sentence from the feds did not mean that he beats the 200 years that he owes the state. So again, man, any good movement is, I mean, any movement is good movement when it's less time, when you get them cracking some time back. So in this case, it's a win for Larry Hoover, and hopefully he can get more results in the next few years. Price, tell me something about the Tory thing that you think could have changed the outcome, or you
His ass
think
should
that it
never,
was.
his ass shouldn't have been called that bitch in the first place. He'd have been straight.
Hmm.
It'd have been good. Like, you feel me? Like, bro, for the simple fact he ain't supposed to be around no firearms, and he was around niggas and bitches with firearms, bro. Live by the gun, die by the gun, bro. That's just the oldest saying in the book. He played.
So you tell me this, Miles. You think she hate that nigga that much? Like, what do you think that nigga could have, like him sexing her friend and all that? There was enough for her to lie on him and send him to prison.
I think, like any good victim syndrome, once things start to go sideways, you got to lean into it. So even with her last message that she had put out and calling Tori a demon just after he got stabbed, clearly she has her own emotional mental health issues that she probably needs to see a therapist about constantly. But no, it's an unfortunate situation, and this is what happens. It happens with men and women, women and men. But when people get vindictive or somebody wants to see you in the grave, they're going to stop at nothing. And so it seems like Meg is still definitely dead set on getting her pound of flesh, and she's definitely believing her own story. But it just, the facts aren't lining up. And now, as you start to look at both sides' presentations, Tory definitely appears to be more and more innocent, but once again, how many innocent black men are sitting in prison right now? Clearly innocent, not in the gray area. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You gotta look at her persona too, big bro. She the H-Town hottie. She don't give a fuck about niggas. She run through them. She date what she want. She break whatever heart she
Hmm.
want. And Tori, the first nigga that probably got under her skin, bro. So
That what
that
it
should have
feel
been
like.
bad. That should have been bad for her little reputation. No, not Meg caring about somebody enough to go crazy like that. And you feel me? He had it. You feel me? But that little motherfucker had to be the one, apparently.
Yeah, Mil Largo, she covers the subject pretty well. And so it definitely seems at different times that Meg not necessarily wants to have the man mentality, but like she said, she has a sad pussy and she's been out on you've seen her linked to a lot of celebrities.
A sad pussy. What the fuck that mean?
You got to ask
She been
Meg.
around, bro. She been around. G Easy. She was throwing that shit at Future. She was, bro. You can see Meg in a lot of different
Yeah, the first
pictures.
time I heard about it was with Moneybag Yo.
Money bag.
Blueface
Blueface
even
too.
said,
Yeah,
I'm
so
talking about. She done been
so
around, bro.
she a HOE then. She ain't no damn like what the flip?
Bro, it's a picture with her and Jeezy in the club. Jeezy got his whole tongue on that motherfucking neck. Like that boy was trying to.
God damn.
Yeah, I promise you. I'm put it in the chat too when I find it. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna show y'all niggas. That's why, bro. That's why I'm really going so hard about this shit, bro. Niggas, I'm talking about I got people DMing me, inboxing me, oh, bro, you feel like you know the man, bro. I don't give a fuck. The whole lie, bro. The dog, she literally said, I posted something, right? I chopped up like some of her live videos with like some of the new shit that just came out. She
Mm.
sat on live in front of almost 74,000 people, her followers, and said she got shot in both of her feet. Thank God, verbatim, right? And I quote, thank God the bullet missed the bones and it didn't break no tendons. Bro, there's a picture of her laid up in a medical bedroom with both of her feet up. It ain't no blood, it ain't no gauze, ain't no bitch, ain't even a band-aid on the bitch feet, bro. So how the fuck you get shot in both of your feet when your feet is up in this fucking in this video in this picture? In the hospital with the police. It's body cam footage.
I already know, brother. The way this is looking is like like I'm just thinking about what she's thinking about on like during her downtime when it's
Time to keep this law up.
like I
Time to
sent
keep
that
this
fuck
law
nigga to
going.
jail or like I fucked the nigga over. You know what I'm saying? Like what is like cause damn, bro, like you gotta hate a motherfucker, bro, to send him to jail and you know they ain't do that shit.
Mm.
I think
But
she just got to
we
make the
gonna
lie believable.
Well, that's it.
obviously
Got to keep running with that bit.
She's in too deep now. You can't turn back.
Yeah.
Price, Tim's or J's.
I'm not a big Jordan fan like that, so I'm going Tim's.
Don't do that.
I ain't a big Jordan fan, so I'm going Tim's.
Yeah, I'm always be a Tim's man, but I'm gonna go J's every time. J's or Tim's or Miles.
I'm out here on the West Coast. It gets hot, so I go Jays.
Oh y'all ain't wearing. Oh yeah, y'all. What y'all wearing? Y'all still wearing the K Swiss and shit out there?
I knew it. I didn't think we was ever wearing K Swiss like that, but okay.
Oh yeah, niggas ain't wearing no case, so this nigga put on the Nike
Well,
Cortez.
what they was Chucks,
No
Cortezes.
Valleys,
Nikes. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, you're talking about more
the
like
the
gangsters or whatever in the
Cortezes and
sense
shit.
of yeah.
Cortezes, niggas wearing blazers. I know a decent amount of niggas from over there. They wearing the Cortezes. They
I
got the
forget
blazers on.
the
You
name of
know,
the khakis. I used to have them. I forget. That stuff slips my mind.
the motherfucking dungarees. See,
Wu
crazy,
Tang
man.
or Bad Boy.
All the shit going on with Diddy, nigga. Wu
That's what I was
Tang.
gonna say during the Diddy trial.
Hold
That's
on,
a little unfair.
ho.
No, I'm playing, bro.
Cause
Bad Boy was crazy. You can't deny Bad Boy,
yeah,
bro.
almost stars. So it was more stars came out of Bad Boy than Wu Tang.
Well,
Cause that Wu Tang
mainstream.
shit still working now. Well, I mean, Mace back working.
Well, I mean, Wu Tang was a movement, or it was like a whole culture at a
Yeah,
time.
it
I mean,
was.
unfortunately, Puff Daddy was always a little bit of, if you want the video and if you want your producer and your video all up in the song. So
Damn.
I've always been West Coast. I've always been a Pac fan. So Bad Boy was never. It was always foo foo more so for me. You know what I mean? So to see what was Diddy was getting away with and what he was doing with his life, it's crazy to think.
Yeah, I was a big Shine fan after Big Pat. I was a real big Biggie fan. I can't even hold you. Like Biggie was like one of them cats that again the storytelling and just the straight rapping
Nigga, the flow is amazing,
and
bro.
yeah, that shit was just like one of them things that just kept me wanting to hear that shit. That give me the loot, give me the loot. That whole time I thought that was two people, bruh. I
Nah,
thought
bro.
that was the nigga from Lords of the Underground for years, bro.
Nah, that was
You know what I'm
bad. That was
saying?
all
Just like
big.
Pac with fucking with Pain from the Butter Rim soundtrack.
Mm,
I thought Big Stretch. I thought that was Pac. When Stretch rapped on there, years and years of that rough life, bro. I thought that was Pac, nigga. Like them niggas had them type of flows, bro, where they get in pockets where they
crazy.
sound like other niggas, bro. That shit
Well,
be
wait a
that
minute. That
shit.
song of the years and years of the rough life, isn't that running with Biggie and Tupac? That was a song that was put together.
No, 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 no. That's Pain. That's from
Oh, the Tupac song "Pain."
yeah, yeah. I couldn't
Okay,
help but notice your pain. My
okay.
pain. It runs deep. Sure, but
No,
that right there,
I know
the
what you're
the,
talking about. You confused me
the
a little
verse
bit.
on there, like the whole fucking song. When I first heard it, it was just that shit was like next century to me, bro. That fuck nigga every time he R.I.P. to the goat, man.
That was that
I
Above
can
the
talk
Rim
all day.
soundtrack. So yeah,
Yeah, that was and Suge them got a chance to do that whole soundtrack. Death Row did the whole soundtrack, from what I know. But man, I want to end it like that tonight, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to end it on a note of hip hop culture, man. I wanted to hear what y'all boys had to say about um who who what Larry Hoover name meant to y'all since y'all known it. Couple seconds each on that, and then we gonna get on out of here. But like, what is his name, Larry Hoover, meant to y'all? But it's negative or positive since y'all known who he was, or kind of what he was responsible for out here.
I just know him more for his gang ties and that type of history. And then as he's gotten older, he's tried to change his, just trying to change his teaching and try to preach peace.
You think of young niggas in Chicago will listen
No,
if
I think
Larry
it's
Hoover's
like
Hell
moving?
no.
I think it's
Hell
more like
no.
young people see Charles Barkley as an announcer than they know him more as a basketball player. So it'll be the same for him. They'll just see him as an ex-convict. They're not gonna look at him for his street pals. And most of the people that probably were on the street when he was have probably passed away or locked up themselves.
Most of them niggas snitched and they out. To tell you the truth, like that's what all of them niggas say. Who was that? Can we come in? Who was L? What L? Yeah, L. Let me put the link in the chat.
Yeah, hell no. I don't think Larry Hoover got enough prestige for these young niggas to even, listen to what they saying. They too off the hook, bro. Like, so it ain't bro, it ain't gonna be nothing Larry could really say to kind of get a ring on these young niggas, bro. It's that, boy, that ship
See
sailed.
what the reason I asked that, because I said this earlier before we went live. The the sentiment from niggas like Dirk and Ruger and Billionaire Black and all these niggas that's running around from Chicago, that's moving around, like they got like a respect for Larry Hoover that I didn't think that would be there. You know what I'm saying, with them cats with their ages. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think it probably would make a difference. What's happening? What's happening with you?
Peace, brothers. How y'all doing, man? It's definitely an honor and privilege to be here. I came across your conversations. Salute to you, brother Big Shake. I love what you're doing and the work you're doing, and I definitely appreciate the ability to speak.
We
For sure.
appreciate you, big bro.
I
What you
had a
on
couple.
tonight though?
I'm from
Talk to me.
Chicago.
Wait.
I had a couple comments, man. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, and I'm gonna just take a difference of opinion. I know all them brothers you was talking about from a music standpoint.
Mhm.
Um, I think that to table that for a minute. I think that we're approaching. Can we curse or no? Or no?
Yes,
I don't want.
sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I want to speak from the heart. We are approaching a situation of mammoth proportions, and I think a lot of people in the black community nationally don't really understand how big this is about to get. It is
Mm.
so much bigger than Larry Hoover. You got to understand.
Exactly.
I was talking to a political analyst that I'm cool with, and he was explaining this to me. He said, "So let me get this straight. You have every major media outlet tell one of the biggest street organizations in the history of America that their leader is free. But then say, hold on, wait a minute. He's kind of free, but it's one little catch that this guy who's supposed to be this teddy bear governor who wants to be um,
President
president in
eventually.
2028 is holding him down. Do you know what type of powder keg that is? The third biggest city in the United States. At a time where the Democratic Party did not do well amongst the rank and file black men and women in America. Now you're going to take a situation like this where you're going to say that one of the top liberal governors in the country is holding the freedom of one of the most prominent black men to ever come out of Chicago for good or bad.
Hmm.
That if you really think about it, if you were a teenager in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, you heard this dude's name. It's people
Yeah.
that are elected officials. It's people that's in the NBA. It's people that is police. It's people that are in law school that grew up around the country in metropolitan Chicago, metropolitan Memphis, metropolitan Atlanta, that they heard this name mentioned at like a ghost, like a statue that people
Yep.
pray to. He's been martyred. He is this enigma, and now you just weaponize that. Donald Trump pulled off the greatest political move in 100 years, and to see how this is going to turn out, get your popcorn, your pop secret, because now what's going to happen when
Nate was hood.
Pritzker come out and tell the black community, "Oh, we're not letting your gang leader go. I don't believe in redemption. I don't care about none of that."
Sure.
Now you're gonna get. I'm sorry for cutting you off, big bro. You're gonna
No, no, go
gaslight.
ahead, big bro.
You're gonna
We definitely want to
you're
hear what you
gonna
got to say.
gaslight. You're gonna gaslight street niggas and ex street niggas and the kids and the families and all of that about this man. And when you see him now, he has the image like it's all about imagery. He's old. He's an elder. It's like
It's the
America.
energy that he gonna slide out here with. That's the whole thing, bro. Like for me personally, what I kept telling people, like you said, he's 74 years old, bro. So the negative things that you probably attach with him, that's not what bro looking for, obviously, bro. And I
Watch
don't
this.
expect him to kind of go
But
that
watch
way.
this.
I think.
Let's take the morality out of it. Let's not pathologize Larry because I had an interview with Larry Hoover's wife and son the day of, and I'll provide that the day of when the news was announced. Shout out
Mhm.
to Queen Wendy and also Larry Jr. But the point I'm trying to make is this: is that let's just say you think Larry Hoover's the bottom scum of the earth but you hate the Democratic Party. See, it's so many sides to this coin. You got this. Listen,
Yeah, I get it.
you got Kanye West, who's champion this. You got GDs who want them in, GDs who want them out. You got politicians who want them in, politicians who want them out. You got people that are anti-Democratic Party who's using this as an issue to gaslight the rest of the black community going against the liberals. You got it's just so many. This is the most divisive issue in this country, in my opinion, since George Floyd, since what's the brother name that got beat? Rodney King. This is that level of event because you got to understand when you got somebody who is the founder, fuck leader, we saying the
Mm.
founder of an organization like that. It ain't even about what he's saying. It's people and the zealots involved. I am telling you, this is not going to end well. JB Pritzker, he got a decision to make because he got Trump's money too. He got to say,
I,
damn, do I let this nigga out and capitulate to Donald Trump? Or do I say, fuck y'all, I'm not doing it. Watch this. And I say, fuck you to the people that I'm going to need. in 28 because they're going to hit me with that like Joe Biden, like you didn't let him go. So now either you're going to fuck up your ability to run for president in 28 or you're going to alienate the base and capitulate to Trump. Donald Trump put a big pile of shit and sat it on his desk. Now he got to make a move. And the clock is ticking. And you got 100,000 GDs out here. Man, what's going on? You just gave them that emotional high.
Kenny, what's happening?
It's ugly, man.
Let me ask you a couple questions, bro. How old are you, homie?
33.
If I can ask. Say it again.
33 years old.
Okay, 33.
I'm still in
it's
that
it's a
word
whole panel
capitulate.
here, so I'm gonna kind of let them ask you some questions.
Let's build.
And again, it's the Bar Breakers panel, and you actually the first cat from Chicago that we done had on the platform. Like we coast to coast with it. My homie out there in LA, my bro in Texas right now. You know what I mean? My other partner in Louisiana, and homie in Jersey. You know what I mean? The panel get crazy, and you the first cat from Chicago, and then for us to be talking about Larry Hoover is dope. So my question to you before I let everybody else answer, the average young cat around there, like it's nobody around there that wouldn't know who Larry Hoover is, right?
100%.
I think that's impossible. Okay. Yeah, you got to know who Larry Hoover is.
And for this, let's put it in perspective. It's not because they know him. It's because in Chicago, and this is very, very powerful, man. And I won't be long-winded, which I am. I'm sorry.
Talk that walk, bro.
The religiosity of gangbanging in LA and Chicago is next level.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example.
It's a part of the fabric.
Exactly. So you got to understand. Look at let's use Jeff Fort, who was the leader of the Black Peace Stone Nation. He was in excess of elders of over all of them. They looked up to him by their own admission. You got a videotape, and I could share my screen or however you want to do it, but in 1979, this is 79, and in there, it was a place called the Fort. This was their headquarters. It was in the heart of Chicago, Brownsville. You got pictures of him on the wall within their organization's hangout. That is essentially equivalent to Christ on the wall. Deification of these people. If you go to a video of him 10 or 15 years before in 65, 66, he's still on the wall. So you talk about dudes that have I could pull the videos up. So what I'm saying is that that was the era that if you was a bad nigga, when everybody was standing up, good for good or bad, they followed you. Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, all over the country. If you was a black man with some oomph with you, they idolized you. And that's
Fred
just
Hampton,
what happened.
one of my favorite people in history, bro. Like
now, Fred Hampton wasn't a gangbanger per se, but you just talking about outspoken black men that had power, that had a message, and people was following them in that era.
I
now,
love I just want to feed them kids. That's what I loved about Fred Hampton. That's
absolutely.
It. So go ahead. This is my man Wap right here. Okay. Words of power. He actually,
I'll say this, brother, like from my research.
This right here, we gonna call you L, bro, because it says L on there. Wap. This is L. He out of Chicago.
L, peace, brother, peace. I was gonna say this, man. After doing my knowledge, I don't think the kids of today are balanced or in line with anything that Larry got going on. You know why? I feel like he still has jurisdiction. I feel like there's people that's going to listen and things of that nature, but there's a large amount that won't, and there's not gonna. Do you agree with that?
See, I didn't want to cut you. I was trying to land with that, but this is the thing.
Go ahead, my bro.
Yeah. I didn't. I'm a guest. Yeah. The thing about it is, Larry Hoover's name it's kind of like saying Ali, like saying Jordan in the city of Chicago and in the other places too. So when you say will they listen to him or won't listen to him, it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of, man, you talking about a guy that got sway, whether he controlling it or not, in name over 100, 200,000 people nationally. The shorties will honor the power. They don't care about Larry Hoover. Not gonna come out and say to them specifically something that they wouldn't listen to. You know what I'm saying? The shorties crash out in general, but you gotta understand what's gonna happen. The trickle down effect, they are going to it's just overwhelming. People respect power. And you know, the point of what I'm trying to I guess get across to you is this. It's not a matter of free Larry Hoover because if he get out, he gonna do right. That's not the matter I think we discussing. Larry
Yeah.
Hoover, the ghost of Larry Hoover has been politicized by the Republican Party. It ain't about the babies no more. At this point, they used him as a goddamn political football. Now
Facts.
everybody who got a vested interest in this shit is about to use this man in name to get their agenda across. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'll land my plane after this. I do not think it's gonna end well. I think the shorty's so fried, they don't care. This is a millennial, Gen X political situation.
Now you
Better
This
talking.
believe it.
ain't
Yeah.
no goddamn
Better
Now
kids.
you
fucking
talking.
believe it.
This ain't no saving no kids. This Larry Hoover has been politicized by Donald Trump to destroy the foothold that the Democratic Party got on Black America for his gain.
Wow.
That's why he came out today on the
Sure, but
puffy.
that
Like,
won't work. It's
let
not gonna
Puffy
work.
go. He said, it's not out the question to pardon Puffy because he knows, man, I got to strengthen with black men for part
Yep.
two. That's the
Yep.
Man,
plan.
you
He
seen what he
moved.
did with Kodak? You seen what he did with Yak? How everybody turned the corner and really was like in line. And it's like at first I ain't really believe it was one of them things. But then like
Hey, if y'all can
when
just
you
introduce yourself to bro as y'all come on, cause I don't know if he could kind of see y'all names or nothing
I
like
can
that.
see
But y'all
everybody,
make sure
brother
y'all.
Drew Price, brother Miles, brother Watt.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We
yes, sir.
appreciate that, bro.
So like I ain't believe it was a thing, but like it's a such thing as the internet these days. So like when you go back and you look at images of Trump, how he was quote unquote always down for black folks. And when you see people, because when Trump was running, it was not much of him being racist. It was the following. His following, the white folks was the Confederate, like them motherfuckers was racist. So when niggas went back and did their homework and seen Trump in pictures with rappers and celebrities, and he parting yak, that's when everybody went crazy. So, oh yeah, let's go vote for this cracker.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go
but
vote for him.
let's put it in perspective though, big bro. Let's put it in
I
perspective.
said okay.
Donald Trump is racist. But
Yeah, for sure,
What Donald Trump
He
also
for
definitely
is,
sure.
is.
what Donald Trump also is the
He's a
greatest
businessman.
president. Beyond that, he's the greatest president to ever run this country because he don't give a fuck.
He's not a puppet. I've been saying that for
He don't give
years.
a fuck. Listen, this shit is so good. I just want to put it
I'm
on
going
the
to.
table. The fact that man say, you know what? You want to play with me, JB Priska, and you trying to come out like you got some sway or you this Bernie Sanders figure. I'm finna release one of the biggest gangsters that ever came out your city, and let you deal with them.
Mr.
Now,
Lecter.
go ahead.
My
It's,
bad, homie.
no, it's
The
all
bros
good.
kicking in the door, man. The panel kicking in the door.
Brother,
So I
brother
have
Ham,
to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that they be known, bro. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you land your plane. But Mr. Lecture just
Nobody
kicked
wanted
in
to
the door.
believe a nigga when I said this, though. This is crazy to me. I've been saying Trump was the craziest president for fucking years. The man is not a puppet. He don't read off the fucking script. He literally scares the fuck out of these people every time he jump on Twitter. The PR team be going fucking nuts because they gotta try to recover everything this nigga say on these interviews.
yep.
But the man is not a puppet. When Obama told them people to stop playing with nuclear weapons, oh, I'm gonna press the button on you. He ain't do it. Trump said it. The motherfucker did it, bro. He pressed the button on them folks, bro.
Now,
The
now,
man
now
is
watch
not a
this.
puppet.
I
Now watch
don't know.
this.
I can't get behind him being like the greatest white hope and all that weird shit. I feel like this, bro. As far as what he
I don't know what happened to the brother.
No, not the greatest white hope. We ain't saying he's the greatest
Doing what
because
he's
Yeah, he,
supposed to
he, in,
do as
he
far
in the
doing
as
what he's
bad
supposed
to
to
area.
do.
Hey, Watt,
make
repeat yourself,
believers.
Watt.
That's
You
his
was in the
thing.
bad
He's
area
supposed to
just
do
now.
that.
You kind of cut out.
He's supposed to do that. So I feel like not that doesn't to me that don't make him to be doing that. One, and second of all, as far as him parting people right there, that's also a ploy. And I talked on that before. That's a ploy for us. That's a ploy for us to say, oh man, you know what? That boy about to pardon Yak. He about to pardon Hoover. He about to pardon Mumia Abdul Jamal. He's about
Yeah.
to pardon them and da. So we supposed to be that. But what I'm saying is, I know that that's part of his build. That's part of his build. Like that's what he does.
Now watch this. Now I'm gonna give y'all a little, just because I want to come bearing gifts. I'm gonna give y'all a little breaking news. The lady that actually pardoned him, the czar, his pardon czar, I forget the sister's name.
Yeah.
They then got with some high ranking people that's out here, and she about to fly to Chicago and they doing a big press conference. And they finna say, hey, dude, we did our part. Look, this was a big talk on the thing right now. And it happened about a day or so. They're gonna all come together and they gonna gaslight him. JB Pritzker. They gonna say, we did our part. What's wrong with you? So they finna make it such a moral, bro. The press, they gonna have Drake out there. Listen, bro, this is the worst press you could get if you trying to come up to 28 as a liberal candidate.
Right.
I mean, bro, like
Right.
Donald Trump handed the Democratic Party a fucking grenade, and it's masterful. I'm a chess player, man. This is masterful politics.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that level.
I
agree with you,
like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is, man, whoever he got strategizing for him is a vicious chess player.
So let me ask you this: you think all his plans are for us to prosper?
See, this is the thing. It's not. This is my perspective. It's
and we're
not
not talking about us. We're talking about the black community.
Yeah. When we say for us, like we gotta understand. This is my opinion. So some people pass their
No. We do that here. It's your opinion for sure.
When you talking about running a nation, we are not we are not white. He is going for his people. I am not pro-Trump whatsoever, but I am pro-progress. And I believe that if anybody was to cut a deal in their best interest with our community, it's gonna be him. So one thing I do like now I'll tell you this: do I think that Donald Trump got any good stock for us or some type of morals? Hell no. He'll send he'll kill a cracker like he'll kill a nigga. He don't care. So for me, I think right now as a black community, well, I don't want to cut you out. I'll listen to because you gave me the floor. I
mean, bro, you on the right page. You right. But what we got to look at when we think about Trump, we got to look at, like you said, his chess, right? So we got to look at who's he working for, right? So when we say he's not working for us as a black community, right? And he's not necessarily working for a white community either, right? He's working for a military, right? So at this point, he's been with a military.
If you got a couple of dollars, if the black race came to him with some paper, and we bought him, he like, fuck it, let's go. He on that type of time.
But the only
that's the type, like you got the dollars, he gonna fuck with you.
Remember this about Trump. He, all of them
he got that money now.
Yeah, but all of them are involved in Masonic stuff, right? So all of them involved in that Masonic shit. So those are the only black people that he will even be concerned with. So when we think about the Hoover shit, right? Know that all that GD shit and all those Chicago gangs, all that shit's related to Masonic stuff too.
Do you want to go? You want to go that deep?
I'm just so.
Y'all want to go that deep? Hold on, I'm saying, do y'all really want to go that deep? Because we can go that deep.
Hey, listen, that's why we here, to
okay. Let's talk the facts. Let's talk the facts.
Yeah.
Um, I'm glad you went. I won't go there just yet, but
No,
I'm willing to touch on
right.
Larry Hoover's connection to
Sure.
J. Edgar Hoover. I will I will touch on that because I'll be honest with you, that's the real reason. And we'll talk about that offline and present that because
Okay.
everybody in Chicago kind of know that,
Yeah,
but they don't know that.
that's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
It's
Larry
not
Hoover,
behind all that GD shit.
yeah,
That shit
it's
comes with knowledge
yeah,
and
yeah, but
pride. Yeah.
but the thing about it is the bigger point is he's being set up as the see, they trying to liken him to Mandela. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? That's
Mm.
what they trying to run with it with, like, man, he
Okay.
did all the time. Woo, 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 woo.
Right.
And the reality is, it's scarier than Mandela. You know why? Because if Mandela had the ANC and they was
Right.
freedom fighting, and the ANC, hey, you know what, man, we finna kill these motherfuckers. And Nelson was the face of they shit. When they let him out, they like, look, man, you come out here, man, you gotta move. All right, cool. And he ain't like, damn, hold on, you done went the whole nother way, man. Nigga, what you got going on? To the
Right.
point where his wife like, dude, what the fuck? What's to you?
Yep.
Nelson, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Who do you do? Who
Well,
are you?
Mandela was some bullshit, but yeah.
No, that nigga flipped the script. All I'm saying is, and
Right.
I love y'all for, listen, man, this summer, I could see, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They're gonna be putting that pressure out there. Dude gonna keep, because it's a process. So NBC News say, hey, well, you gotta submit the documentation to be pardoned by clemency. That takes 6 to whatever months.
Right.
They not waiting that long after you told him they was free. You gave
Pardon me, Ken. Let me, because I want you to land your plane, because I'm in and out right now. But Jersey just kicked in the door, man. Lapse life after the prison system in the building. My
So
brother Jedi, peace, homie.
Peace.
Peace,
Peace.
God.
Peace.
easy,
Peace to
bro.
the gods. Peace to the
We
gods.
got Chicago in the building for the first time tonight, bro. In honor of
Okay,
old
Mandela was
Larry.
a
You know what I
sucker. I
mean?
just want niggas to know you can't compare Mandela to Hoover because Mandela was a sucker. His wife was the warrior.
Yep.
But no, the
But
co-
we
the
When
don't
he
care
was the
about these
warrior.
the
Let's
compare
go.
our
Let's
heroes.
go. Hey, let
When
let
he
let
was
the
the
youngin
warrior.
You know.
when youngin land go ahead and you know what I mean get on
because
give
the
him that
compare.
knowledge, big homie.
So I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware when he was a warrior. Khalid Muhammad talks in depth about that, but that's not the comparison I was making one to one. What I'm saying is that is how that the American media that is modern and independent is going to try to spin the Hoover thing. So don't feed too much into one to one of what happened. I'm saying that he's like the neo Mandela. Well, he been there all them years and
Nah, he's not. He's
all
not.
that. Now all I'm saying is that the average black person that sees this situation is going to be gaslit. Listen, I promise I'm gonna land my plane. This, if you study Hitler, Hitler got in through the brown shirt regiment. Hitler, Malcolm X had the FOI. So when you got a paramilitary or a bunch of movers and shakers pushing an ideology about whatever it is, people swing with the weight. That's what's happening. Right now, it's all peaceful. The moment dudes say, hey man, unfortunately, he got to do these 200 years. After you just put in their mind that he was free, bro, at a time where the rhetoric is at his man. The Democratic Party ain't for black people. Like it's finna get to that, and now you have the emergency. Now you have
Democratic Party is not for black people, God. What do you
you said
mean?
what?
Democratic Party is not for niggas. What do you mean?
No, you're not getting what I'm saying. I'm saying to the average black man and woman that has been believing and voting Democrat and all of that, and they've been on the fence. You got people that are going to weaponize this situation, brother, in order
Oh
to
yeah. I agree with that.
you get what I'm saying? So I'm agreeing with what you're saying 100%. I'm just saying, think about the calamity. That's what Elijah said. Behold the calamity. Think about this. And Donald Trump knew that to destabilize this area.
I
Because
don't blame Trump on wordplay, right? So state and federal, right? It said Donald Trump commuted his federal sentence. The first thing I said to niggas was, well, he still owes the state
He still
200
got
fucking years.
150 to 200.
200. He still owed the state 200 years when he got convicted, right? For the state. So Donald Trump, he left the feds and went to the state. So I can't blame when
yeah,
they said he freed him or let him go. No, the word used specifically was commuted. So
Yeah, ain't no
right, no pardons, commuted. It said he
it-
pardoned NBA young boy. He pardoned the Chrisleys. He
right.
pardoned this person. He commuted his federal sentence because he had 6 life sentences in the feds.
yeah. But see that, but like I said, it's strategy. Let's
It's not,
say, and
bro, it's
let's see,
not
and how
strategy
about this?
because you missed the word.
You said what?
It's not strategy if niggas miss the word.
No,
Like,
no.
so
You got
if
you
a
got to
nigga
put.
say, commuted, right? Me, if it's a word I don't know, I look it up. When niggas said, I corrected a lot of motherfuckers this week. They say, yo, he's not free. He's commuted. He commuted his federal sentence because the president has over the federal shit, right? I said he still owes the state of Illinois 200 joints. Now it's up to the Illinois governor
Right.
to
Right.
fucking be like, yo, son, I'm letting you home.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
told
But I
somebody
think that
else,
goes into the
But see, that's all I'm
I think
saying,
it
bro.
goes into the plan though, because if you got
That's
because
all
the
I'm
bro,
saying,
gov
brother. Like, it's not about educating people necessarily on that. That's
that what niggas
semantics
it
think.
talk.
is. It
Niggas
is.
think he going home, bro. I
That's what
literally
we
seen
trying to
grown
say.
niggas.
Listen,
I
we
seen
talking
grown
about
niggas cry on the
propaganda,
Yeah,
internet.
brother.
yeah, now, he's saying
I
the
get that. I
We
get that, right?
we talking
But
about propaganda. The
that's
biggest
not
stronghold.
propaganda.
It is propaganda. Listen, what I'm
How?
telling you.
uh,
Li-
uh, uh,
No.
That's
This
not.
is my
It's
this is my opinion.
all right. I'm gonna let
The
you land,
biggest
bro. Because
strongholds of the GDs are New York, not New York, Chicago, Memphis, Tennessee,
I
Mississippi.
get all. Yeah,
No,
the
no, you're
Southern
not.
states. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of them brothers and sisters may not be in the knowledge. So I'm not discounting. I'm just saying, like, on the average, the word out there. I get what you're saying, the fine print, and most niggas don't read the fine print. That's a
So who
problem.
fault is that?
And look, all I'm saying
No,
is
hold on. Pardon. Answer. If you don't read the fine print on a contract, who fault is that? Is
no,
that the
no.
nigga who gave you the contract, or is that your fault?
Listen, what I'm saying, brother.
No, answer,
No.
beloved.
Let
I
me
deal
answer.
with yes or
Let
no.
me answer the question.
No, simple
No,
yes or no.
let me answer the
I don't
statement.
believe it.
Let
Yes or
me
no.
answer.
Yes or
Ain't
no.
no yes. You can't define how I can answer you, brother. Let
So
me answer. Let me answer you what
no,
you said.
because you're trying to
No,
give
but
me a
you can't
long
tell
drawn
me
out
what I
answer,
can say.
God, and
I
it's
gotta
not
say
that.
what I gotta
If
say with
if
respect.
I
You
give
can't
you something,
define
right?
what I'm
So
saying. I can understand what you
God, let's
saying.
simplify it. God, let's
No, ain't no
simplify it, right?
simplified. It's
Let's
simple.
simple. It
Okay,
is
okay. I'll
simple.
give you an example. Hold
It
on,
is
no,
simple.
because
If
you
no
yelling don't make it right,
examples,
brother.
if you
Because
not
you
in,
yelling,
hold on, let him get out.
if
You
you
got
not
you got to
gonna
let him
take
get to it.
and that's with
accountability,
respect. I love you. I love you.
if
That's
you
why I'm
not
talking
gonna
to you
take
like
accountability,
the accountability. You saying for me?
accountability is case in point. Everybody that ever signed the bad boy. Why you gonna blame Puff if you niggas signed the same contract that you could have
You
read?
see, that's disingenuous in thought, and
It ain't no
because, bro,
disingenuous.
how are you going to be critical
Yo,
of
stop making
people,
excuses for niggas.
Hold
bro?
on, let me
You're
hear what he's
making
saying.
excuses for
I
niggas.
I, I think
No,
I think
no, I
I
think
think
we
what you're
missing a
doing.
point. I think we missing a point,
Hold
right?
on,
Because
Doc.
It's not a
Let me hear
point
what
to
he's
be
saying.
No, but see,
missed.
because
So
brother,
Because
you
hold on.
coming
So hold
in
on.
and you
So
making a
pause.
lot of
Hold
judgment
on.
because you are
It's
knowing,
not
but you don't
judgment.
understand
It's
the
not
common man and woman.
judgmental. If there's a contract, right? And the nigga give you a contract to sign, and you sign the contract without reading the fine print, how is that man to blame? That's your fucking fault
We're not
because you
saying the
should have
man is
read
to
it.
blame. I think that that's the people
It
you
is.
We're not saying that man is to blame. We're not
He's
even
you.
So
blaming
what you
nobody.
think?
Bro, you're saying the
Hold on,
propaganda of
what you think?
so the word for me, so again, the word for me is commute. I know what commute means. So it's not my fault that 200 other million motherfuckers don't know what commute don't mean and
Hey, can I
didn't look
chime
up the
in?
The
word.
argument that you're
Can
making,
Can I
and
chime in real quick?
go ahead,
Because
go ahead.
everybody passionate right now, and I think the whole point is being swayed, right? So niggas not blaming nobody for anything. The fact of the matter was that they got niggas hope, like, bro, you got 100, 200,000 GDs and
I
gang
get that,
members
Price.
all around the nation. So I've literally watched grown men on the internet cry
Crying,
because
bro.
they thought their leader was
Okay.
coming home. Wait, hold on. So we know he can't do nothing, and if he do, but it's like a chess move. So if we
Woo!
get niggas excited,
Nah,
if
That's
we
it.
get these niggas excited, and we we
Juice.
we we playing mind games, this nigga come home.
I don't
All
see it that
Imagine,
way,
propaganda,
God.
brother.
It's not mind games if you don't. It's not mind games
Bro,
if I
everybody
if
not smart as you. Think for the
that.
common
So
man,
that's
not
not my
yourself.
fault, man. That's not my
But
fault.
you can't be judging because you
I'm
learn.
not.
You
So
worse than
so
the white
so
man if you got that mentality.
you
You
could never
worse.
compare me
No,
to a
well,
white man, my
Bro,
no.
nigga.
because
You
you're
Oh,
could
being
never
judgmental
compare me to
on
a
the
white
rank.
man because I'm about
Hey,
my
well,
bro,
see,
buck
Al,
Elijah said
1,000
what?
see,
percent,
Al,
my
Say my
nigga.
best
Hold
follower
on,
was an
hold
outside
on,
the
let
hold
temple.
me
on.
interject.
You
Let me
could
interject.
never compare me
See,
to
You
Al,
any
sounded
mixed
like
crew,
the
my
blood
nigga.
sucker. You
man,
sounded like
I'm
a
the
10%.
blackest nigga you will ever meet being light
Man,
skinned,
no,
my
but
nigga.
you ain't black talking like
The
that.
fuck you talking about? I'm the
You being and
blackest
you
nigga. Yo,
anti-communal right now, nigga.
you
You
niggas,
I
sound like
you
the
understand. We
niggas
white
got to
man,
going
let
off
Pat.
of you
you
niggas
sound like
going
the
off of
Fellas,
goddamn
we got to
words
let
cracker right
Pat.
now,
because a
nigga.
nigga,
And
bro,
you
I
gotta grow
never,
your
bro,
mentality,
let me
brother.
tell you something.
Brother,
I
you
don't
gotta
even
grow
know
your
who you
mentality.
are. I don't
Hey, this
know
the
who
Y'all got to
you
battle
let him
league.
are.
You're
finish,
not
man.
doing
I
too
don't
well,
know
We
brother.
who
more
you
intelligent
are,
You
than
my
that.
sound like
nigga,
a
but you
judge.
could never compare me to any
Hey,
white man
brother,
on the
your
fucking
intellectual
planet, boy.
capacity is nowhere near
My
mine.
boy, I'm not
all
your
right,
bro.
You don't even have the
Clearly we
let,
not
intellectual
brothers.
ability
Clearly we
to
not brothers, my nigga.
understand what's
I
going
Clearly
think
on
we
in the
I
not
truth,
think
brother.
brothers,
you're
You
my
going a little
nigga.
bit too far.
Clearly we
this
not
nigga's a
brothers,
coon
my
ass
nigga.
nigga.
I'm a what,
Nah,
nigga?
y'all stop.
You a
We don't
coon
need
I'm a
to
what,
operating like
go.
nigga?
that.
Bro,
We
What's going
yo,
on?
operate,
Yeah,
we
go ahead
obviously
and no
operate
you
man
in
don't
talk.
know me,
community,
so you
nigga.
could never compare me
Hey,
to any
brother,
nigga you ever
hey,
knew.
brother, hey,
I'm not
brother.
your
You
brother,
ain't
my
even
nigga.
operating in
I'm not your
community.
brother, my
You're
nigga.
not operating in
I'm not
community.
your brother,
I
my
don't want
nigga.
to
Don't
be a
call
brother
me
with
your
a
brother.
coon ass nigga like you.
Show
I
show and
don't.
prove.
Well,
How
see,
I
I'm a
don't,
coon.
bro.
Show and
well,
Show
see,
prove.
you show and
Show
well,
and
see
prove.
that
prove I'm a
that's not
coon,
what
Show
we're
and
nigga.
prove
doing,
your
though.
work, actions,
Nigga.
and deeds.
And
Show and
Come
prove
on,
I'm a
y'all.
and
coon,
Goofy ass
nigga.
Al,
nigga.
You could
respectfully,
never
that's
fuck
Let's
with
not
me
what
You
we're
a
on
doing
any
here,
clown.
though.
level.
we was
You
we
could
was
Man,
never
you a
fuck with me
clown.
on any
You
level to
clowned out.
put
Look
We
like
numbers,
only
my
a
build
nigga,
clown
and
on
I
here.
put
because
everything
you are
on
not
that,
being
nigga.
communal.
you know.
To
It's
have
a
You
a
hey,
could
what?
difference
never
of
Hey, what
fuck
are
opinion
with
we
does
me.
doing?
definitely to
You
have a
could
difference of
never fuck
opinion does
with
Mute the
me
definitely
damn
on
does
cat.
not
any
make you a
level
coon
of
on any
knowledge,
level.
my
So
nigga.
let's
Nah, nah,
definitely
nah.
get
It's not
that
Let's
about the
established
difference
and
of
You
let's
out of
find
here
opinion.
on
that
that gold.
Why
baseline.
are
let's
we
move
You
past
can
that.
have a
judging?
difference of opinion
Hold
and
on.
you're not a
Hold on,
coon.
wait.
So let's
Why are
already
we
get to the
judging
baseline
people that
This
that
don't
nigga
this
been
know?
already
running his
causes
mouth.
a
Can I
Why are we
can I
miscommunication
get
judging
a
people
between
that
chance to
people
don't
aren't
know?
able
interject?
to get their
You
thoughts
been
We're
you
across.
been
not
running
going to
your
So
mouth
we
judge
too
don't
people
need
that
long.
to
You
don't
use
know.
gibberish.
language that's
Can
going
I
to attack
interject?
other people in coon
Oh
is a
Hey,
my
brother,
word
God.
I
that's
don't.
going to
I
attack
Can I
somebody and
understand that
that's not
interject?
going to
Can
we
I
help
don't
progress your
judge
interject?
argument.
Can
people.
I
We
interject?
lift people
Can
up and
I
we bring them
enter?
to
Can I
another purpose vision.
interject?
If
Can
they
I
Not
don't
using a
know, they
word
interject?
don't
like
know.
coon,
Can
not
I
on a platform
interject,
like this.
bro?
That's just
Since I
Hey,
got
brother,
unacceptable
all this
Hey,
now,
and
backing,
let
I'm
actually
the
not
makes your
your
man
same
talk.
argument
brother,
time,
more
man, my
ignorant.
nigga.
So
you
as
Let
you
You
the
don't
call me a
care.
cat
I'm
coon,
not
talk.
your
you're
can't
elder.
actually
criticize my
I don't
speech,
Breathe.
relate
brother.
to
reflecting your
niggas
I
like
can't
you.
features
criticize
I
Hey,
yours.
don't
Shay,
know
using
need you to
that
mute,
word and
nigga.
not
Say
be
You
able
ain't
to
the
come up
litmus
you
with
got the
test
green
guy
articulate
for
light. Say
I
mute,
intellectual.
don't
niggas.
A
relate
bit
to
like
niggas
what are
like
you
you,
talking
so
my
you
about?
can be a
nigga.
lot more
I
articulate than
don't
using the
relate
word
to I
coon.
don't relate to neither one of you niggas. So I don't even know why you niggas is trying to tell me anything. Again,
We're not trying to convince the devil to
it's
be better.
not my bro. The black, I'm not the devil, I'm God, nigga. Fuck you
Okay,
talking
so
about,
Yo, let's
nigga.
move
God,
on.
Nah,
so
now
what?
you're going too
Move on.
far.
Let's
The
move on.
fuck you
Yo.
talking
We
about?
don't have devils in
Bro,
this
when
show. But
you
look, we're gonna
Yo,
move
yo, what
on,
he's
man.
when
trying
y'all
to get
when
to.
y'all niggas approach me, get all y'all facts correct when y'all approach me.
Hey, brother,
Hey,
you
I
don't
I'm
know.
know
not
enough.
your brother.
You
Ask a
don't
question.
know
Stop
enough.
calling me
You
your
ain't
brother.
learned enough. You
Stop,
ain't learned enough,
nigga.
brother. You
Bro,
That's
pushing
not
all this
listen,
5%.
necessarily
Nah,
listen.
don't
Hold
do
on.
that.
What's
Nigga,
your
Don't do that.
name?
you
Hey,
ain't even
L,
What's your
hold on,
name?
L.
operating in your
Hold
God.
on.
people
You
have
We
you
Hold
different
on.
don't do
What's
that.
your
operating
things.
like
name?
a
Yeah, we
lower
study with
God.
I'ma
mathematicians
relax.
and
I'ma
all that.
relax.
You
What's
We
your
a
name,
God
son?
yeah,
minor,
yeah.
What's
But
your
nigga.
now,
name,
hold on.
Come on,
son? What's your
Hold
name?
up,
You a
bro.
What's
God
your
minor,
name?
nigga.
What's your
Listen,
name? What's your name?
Hey,
we
you
What's your
bring
know
the
name?
who I
frequency
am.
down.
What? I don't know you.
That
What's your
frequency
name?
down.
No,
Listen, we can all
we're-
have a difference
Hold
of
on,
So
opinion.
look,
Miles. I'm not talking to you, Miles. I'm
so
asking son.
so
What's your
look,
name?
yo,
What's your name? Answer my. What's your name?
just tell him your name.
What's your name? Now niggas is
Yo,
mute.
Shake, wait,
What's your
Shake.
name? Hold on. What's your name?
all right, yo, look. So look,
No. What is your
this
name?
question. This is where we was at.
What
No,
is
look,
your
this is where we was
name?
at. So look,
No,
this
Finish
is
he
where
it.
on
we was
mute.
at, Lord. Listen,
It's not.
peace, God, peace,
He
God. This is
not
where we
on
was at,
mute.
Lord. So look,
What's your name? What's your name?
was
What is your
this is where we
name?
were. What is the connection
Oh my
between
fucking you! I don't.
between
What is your
the
name? What
actual?
is your name? What is your name?
I
What is
don't
your
know
name?
where the brother at. I don't know where the brother at. But
What's your
before you came
name?
in,
Yeah, I
Lord,
think he
peace,
What's your
could.
name?
I think he
peace,
could.
God.
Who
Look,
me?
before you came
Yeah, he
in,
dead
we
ass
really
true.
trying to get to some of the connection, the Masonic connection
What is your
in
name? What
those
is your
lodges,
name? What is
in
Stop
your
those
saying
name?
that. He's
lodges between.
frozen. Let's actually go back to when you were sitting
Yeah, I
there
think
Nah,
talking to
he
he.
me.
frozen,
You
Jadon.
weren't
He
Yeah, I think
talking
frozen.
he
to me.
frozen
Frozen,
for
So
bro.
sure.
maybe
Who
you didn't
frozen? Me?
understand what
I'm
I was
frozen.
saying.
Juice,
And
I'm
I
No,
was
the
frozen.
other
Nah,
actually
him.
dude.
defend you on him calling you a coon. So he's
I'm
frozen.
trying
Don't
to
worry
figure out
about
his
him
name.
and stop
What's his
asking his
no? What's
name.
his
Big
name?
Shake will
What's his
give you
Yeah.
name?
his name
He's
in a
still
minute.
talking.
Big
He's
Shake
still
I don't
introduced
know
talking.
him.
son name.
He's still talking, and I still hear him. What's his name? Who is that?
I don't hear him.
Yeah,
He's
I don't hear him
No, no,
frozen.
no,
either.
no, Jadon. He's not. He's not.
So, all right, what's his name? Who is that?
Somebody read it off
I'm
the
not aware
screen.
of him.
What's it say?
It
Mine is
was
too
all right.
small.
It was a he was watching the discussion and Shay brought him on the live
No,
because he
I
wanted to
asked
chime
his
in.
what's his. Oh, okay, but what's his name?
I think it was L or some shit like that. I think it was
Yeah,
Okay,
L. I
so
think
L.
that was his name was L.
all right,
His name
so
was
look,
L.
right.
Yeah, he
So my
was.
my thing is this,
Or the
and
Morris
I
brother.
get it, but I don't I don't blame a motherfucker for not reading the fine print, right? So if Juice gave me a contract and said, "Yo, I'm giving you this contract," right, Juice? If you give me a contract and say, "Yo, I'm giving you this contract, this is for this,"
Right.
if I don't read it and sign it, that's my fault. My thing is this with semantics, words. So I don't blame Trump for saying commute. So if a nigga said I commuted his sentence, it's up for every motherfucker to read what that shit is about. I'm
And
not
that's where the
with
disconnect came in at. The disconnect came in
right,
right there.
but
Yeah,
that's
and
my point.
the other brother was wrong for. I'm gonna be
Goon, of
real for
course. Of course.
excusing that, and that's what the God's saying that we can't excuse niggas for not applying themselves enough to really know what the fuck is going on.
And
You
that's
know,
my point,
don't let
right?
nobody just tell you anything. We're
So
adults,
No, no, no.
right?
Of
And
course.
like
Of
so
course.
Oh, here's the other part.
accountability, and that's
Hold
what
on, I
you
haven't said anything. Let me
other
say
brother
something.
was basically saying
and
that
that's it. Hold on. Like
niggas don't
finish your
know.
point.
Niggas don't know. Niggas gonna fall for the okey doke. It's gonna gaslight shit. Shit's gonna get real in Chicago. They're gonna put on a piece, fucking rock, whole fucking
Yeah, he was
thing.
saying that.
Like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, of course. And
if
and
you
and,
don't
and that's
like
where the
case in point,
disconnect,
right?
came in that nobody was really so like look, I get all three sides. I get God point, I get bruh point, and I get everybody else point. Like I'm for clearing all the shit that's cleared up and foggy. So before everybody was speaking on it, we were just speaking on chess moves of the government and how Trump is trying to play the parties against each other and they was using Larry
But I
name
don't blame
as a
Trump.
no. We're
Right.
not
I
blaming
get
Trump.
it, Juice, but I
We're
don't
not blaming
blame.
Trump.
I don't blame. But some was blaming
But,
Trump, like, oh, he's doing this
nah,
for.
but what the thing is this, y'all. What has to be understood is what I was trying to get to before, and the bro was going to tell me some shit or tell us some shit, or he was getting to some shit. You know
Bro,
what I
what's
mean?
your
Because
name,
what I
bro?
was trying to say
Since you're
was,
talking, what's your name? What's your name?
well, Hannibal, Mr.
Okay.
Lecter. I think it said
Okay.
Mr.
Oh,
Lecter.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
peace. Yo, but
That's
what
my blood cousin right there. You
I
know?
had threw the question out there, like, yo, nigga, what got to be understood is Trump and these nations, right? These gangs, they have connections, like it or not, because it's Masonic shit, right? When you do the knowledge with that GD shit, believe me, yo, they tied into It's
Yes,
Masonic.
sir.
It's
Yes,
all
sir.
Yeah, for
Masonic
sure.
shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, I don't
believe
know about
Trump
the
is color with
Mason
that.
thing. I know
He
they
does
tied
know
in as
somebody,
far as
you know.
I got
uh,
So,
some
the
legit
star, the
organizations.
star in all that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's some
but it
Masonic shit, but Trump
To
over here,
me,
no.
his name could commercialize uh the gang shit.
Right,
And for me, he is probably the most like the oldest dude with the most structure attached to his name when young niggas talk about him. Like the young cats from Chicago that I hear speak about, they always speaking like, like he could move the needle in some type of way. Not stop
right.
everything that's going on, but like there will be motherfuckers that listen to him. You know what I'm saying? So
I
that's
don't
kind
think,
of
right.
what I think his
I don't think,
influence is. He's 74 years old. Obviously, bro, he not gonna be out here, acting any type of fool. I don't think.
Oh,
And he got a
listen
story
to
to
me.
tell, bro.
Hey,
He's like,
Hey,
but
my
I
opinion,
got a
the
question.
I ain't
I
the
got
saying
a
shit
whole
on
question.
thing
nothing.
was
Y'all
is
believe
that
what you
he ain't going nowhere. That's the whole shit.
no, he's not.
Like,
But he
Right.
tied. They
So,
tied into some shit that
Juice,
some of us will never truly have an understanding
What's
of.
up,
Juice.
God? What's
You
up,
understand
God?
what I'm
Tell
saying?
me.
go ahead, God.
And we
When
got and like
hold
I said,
on,
who are we going to hold accountable? Our people
bro.
or them?
You
Right?
hold you
The,
so
the
hold on.
I
Hold
just
that
want to
thought.
say
Hold
two
that
things.
thought.
Hold on, so y'all can have a back and
So
forth,
Juice,
my bro.
when we
I ain't
first
said
started
nothing.
talking about when we first started talking about that, I said commute. He still owes the state 200 years.
Right.
Right? So when niggas don't do the knowledge, the words, I don't blame nobody but the nigga that didn't. So when they said he commuted the sentence and niggas start running with it, the first thing everybody should have did was looked up the word commute,
He's right.
right?
He's right.
Because when young boy was pardoned, the Chrisleys was pardoned. Uh Hoover
Ain't that Rocky?
commuted, right?
Yeah.
right.
Pardoned.
All part.
So when it came to him, it said commuted. So niggas didn't like case in point when a motherfucker pulled my coat to the word nice. When you look up the word nice, the original meaning of nice was imbecile.
Yes,
So
indeed.
when
Mm-hmm.
I'm being nice, I'm being stupid, right? So that's the original word of it. So if there's a word, niggas' problems is they don't understand words, but instead of looking up a word, because they got the shit at their fingertips with these smartphones. Look up any
Yep.
word you want and find out the understanding of it. Niggas just want to run. Oh, he freed him. He freed him. He freed him. I put on 12 posts between yesterday and today. He still owes the state 200
And you got to
years.
look at it like this too. Black people are so fucking programmed, right? They got us
It's no
mind
excuse.
so well, so we're just no listen bullshit because we're just looking for a
No
reason
excuse.
to fuck with Trump. Okay, nigga can't tell me shit.
I'm not. That's
Yeah,
my
in a
nigga.
way.
I
I
don't
Yeah.
even deal
fucks with
with
I
politics, bro.
fucks with
I'm gonna be
Donald.
honest.
Donald was
I just
I
stand on the
fucks with
field
Uncle Trump.
because I have insight, but I don't even do politics, man. Anybody that know me personally know that that's like not even
Amen.
my thing. I don't, you know
Shake,
what I'm saying, because I
Shake, how
know that's
long we been
out of a
beefing
nigga
over
We
president,
hey
Shake?
we just having conversations, bro. So
I
when
know,
these
but Shake, how
conversations
long me
get
and you been beefing over president, Shake?
yeah,
for a
man.
long time, bro.
It's
Since we met, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but you can't blame again. I don't blame Trump for semantics.
No, the thing was niggas is they count on niggas not to know exactly what's going on.
Well,
So
who fault is
so
that? It's the nigga's
yeah,
fault, my nigga.
of course it is. Of course it's niggas' fault. But that's the play on words that they use, knowing niggas don't think, oh shit, commute means pardon. We gonna let one of the most powerful gangsters out there ever touch the fucking ground. We gonna let him out and whatever, whatever. So niggas weren't disagreeing that niggas don't know what the word commute was, or niggas weren't looking the word up and they just running with thinking he pardoned. That was we were saying was Fool was saying was what the effect was gonna be behind when niggas finally realized that they are
right,
not letting this nigga
right.
out.
And then they
Well,
feel
They need to storm the
He's right.
governor's office, right?
Well, I
They
don't know.
need to storm the
Well,
He's
governor's
that other guy
office.
spoke.
And that was,
That
bro,
other guy
Hold
spoke
on,
on
cuz,
it,
and that
right?
was full point.
hold
And
on, cuz
that other guy
WAP
spoke on
ain't
it, right?
WAP was trying to make a
And he,
point, bro, and then lecture. You can go after that, bit, bro, because I know
that other guy
it's
spoke
been
on
kind
it.
of everybody been talking
I'm
over
a
each
firm
other. So
believer. I'm a firm believer, bro, of how like sweet antics and how they work and how they work, bro. Nothing's going to happen. This is not a thing of where this ain't a thing that's gonna put the GDs in power or it's gonna help or any of that shit. This is all a ploy, and I'm gonna show you. You'll see later that it's gonna be no outcome of this. But remember, I called that. There's nothing gonna come of this. This is all to get a rise out of us. And like he said, in a way, some brothers are kind of ignorant to that fact to say, "Yo, we got our GD team back," or they don't know what it means. They're not looking it up. They're not trying to figure out what the fuck a committee means.
to me, I took
A
it as he
committee
got a
means.
light. You know what I'm saying? So
You said
you
it.
know,
You take it as what?
I take it as the light came on at least. You know what I mean?
For
Because
who?
you throw it away with
Yeah,
the
for who
feds
though?
But
and
for
right
right,
there,
that's my point. But for
like
who?
no, I'm talking about look, the Fed part gone. So
Hmm.
that's something off your plate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Goal accomplished.
Right.
Like
Right.
now,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I
whatever
Hmm.
get you.
happened after that, this is house money. Like shit,
right. You
now I can keep my
right.
options open
And,
now. Shit, that happened.
and you
I
Oh, I
ain't
get
never
what you're
thought
saying.
that was
Hmm.
gonna
yeah,
happen.
you
So
right.
now, shit, not a light. You know what I mean? Now a nigga gonna see a little bit of that bitch. Like shit, Lord,
So
yeah,
in
you
the
know
Fed,
I'm
he
doing
has six
something
life
right, boy.
But
They done
what
sentences,
does
took
it
right?
do?
400 years off of
But
my
what does it
shit.
do?
So I ain't gonna, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? God
Right.
damn, boy, like
You-
200 don't
no,
seem bad after they take four.
but
Right.
and when you 74 years old and
Yeah,
you
they
Right.
get you
still
got
want to come home
convicted
and
of
see
that
them babies,
200
bro.
years
Right.
in the
What
90s,
the
Right.
fuck
you
does it
got
do?
convicted of 200 years
That's,
in 97, which means you're only 20 something years in, my nigga.
Yep.
25,
you
right?
right.
Yeah.
You're
And
25
then he
in.
looking at all the other brothers. What's happening to the brothers now? Right? They'll let your
Yep.
ass out an inch of close to death. Right? They
Man,
your
listen,
ass
right?
in a
Well,
wheelchair, inches from death with fucking IV in your ass and shit
Trump
on
did
a
his part.
Tuesday. You know,
Trump did his part.
yo,
you see,
they
and
asked
you
Hoover.
already know that. Like nigga, they'll leave your ass in there till you about to right there before you die. You know, and
So
niggas
Yep.
They asked.
that's
They
the
asked
forecast.
Hoover.
he ain't
What
Cook
was
What's his
County
going
now,
plans? Right?
right?
you
If
know,
he
that's
get
the
out.
forecast, nigga. Like damn, they just gonna leave me here till that
Hoover
inch.
don't have no
You
set.
know,
He don't have no set diagnosed plan for us. You know who got that? Jamal. You got Mumia. You got Mumia. You got all these other
Mumia been
people
in prison
that.
forever. If that was the case for the state, absolutely. God, Mumia would have been
Right.
home.
yes,
Right.
yes.
Right.
It's the
You see that?
state.
You see how they do it? They
But
pick Larry
like
Hoover.
bro said that Trump it's nothing. It's light to him, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that. What on the other on the dark side of this shit, nigga, he has a file that
He
they
did his part.
okay. They done gave him a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
file that he could fucking open up and look at confidential, unconfidential, undisclosed, shit, just secret shit, and he could pull whatever the fuck he want at
Bro,
this point, right?
so anybody know who
They don't
Gates
get that shit
is?
to every president, but he just so happened to be one because of whatever family and whatever connections he has. They
Yeah, I'm
gave
not mad at Trump. I'm not
right?
mad
They
at him for
gave
that.
him one where he could just pull shit, cold case, nigga. It don't matter, fuck. He could just pull it and just put it on the table, right? And that's also ritualistic shit too. What we talking about, right? You know,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of niggas
Nah,
talk about that side of it, but
nah,
that's what
ain't
I was trying to get
ritualistic.
with
Okay.
bro. This man is attached to some shit that is not understood by a lot of us. You know what I mean? We thinking it's
Um,
political and shit.
well, who fault is that is
Man's
not
about power.
understood?
He's dealing with military forces. Okay, he don't. It's not for the our what
Am
state.
I the only one
You
hearing
see
the
it?
echo?
You see the difference?
Hey
Him in the
lecture,
state.
you got to stay in front of your mic a little bit, cause you kind of going in and out, my bro.
My bad. Yeah. But you know, him in the state, man, they don't see eye to eye. That's clear. So
Well,
you know,
a commute has nothing to do with the state. The governor has
right,
to pardon you state-wise.
right,
And I know that for a fact because again, we going through that with old Shorty who back in. They're looking for the governor before he leave the state of New Jersey to fucking pardon her from this shit. Again, I don't blame a motherfucker for if I say again, commute. When you look at everybody he let go, commute, no, pardon, commute, pardon.
You're also talking about a murder compared to two crimes that did not take
Right,
lives.
right. So so I can agree with you because it was murder, right? So when he was convicted, his first shit was the federal shit. They convicted him of the state shit in 1997, I believe. So technically,
okay.
he only got 25 years in
And
in in the fucking in the state, right? Technically,
26, right,
technically,
right,
20, right? Technically.
right,
So 175, 74 more years to go. Man, niggas knew the governor. I don't know who thought the governor would be like, okay, Trump said that shit. I'm gonna do that shit too.
right.
You
Fuck,
got a
fuck
nigga in your
shit.
possession
These state
that,
governors don't give a fuck about Trump. They're not on his side at all.
man, if it was
They
a
mad
state
that
like if he was in Arkansas, maybe. If he was in Republican states,
right,
maybe.
right.
Right? Maybe in
He got
Republican states.
some places, but
Democratic states, that's like a nigga right now. If he was in New Jersey, that nigga wouldn't go no fucking where. He would
yeah,
have went somewhere 20 years ago with Chris Christie and Christie Todd Whitman,
wow,
right? But he's
Hey,
not going nowhere
all I'm
with
gonna
these
say is
niggas, bro.
if Trump shadow is the shadow that we thinking, and if he wanted to pursue this further, could he make
Say,
this happen?
no, the state is different, bro.
yeah.
No,
State
I'm
is
not
different.
talking
State
about.
is,
No, I'm not talking about him actually pulling something. I'm talking about him using
but
his influence.
pursuing, but pursue if so if you're a
I think it's
Republican.
already happening, Shake.
The
Right.
possibility.
So hold on. So it's like this, right? For me, these are democratic states we dealing with. What the fuck
Hmm.
can a Republican say to a Democrat? But only thing he can do is threaten government aid, right?
Hmm.
Only thing he
Mm,
could do is that. That's the only
mm,
thing he could probably do.
wow.
But he did his like so for him, he did his
I
part.
agree, bro. Don't
So
get me
y'all
wrong, and don't
lawyers,
think that I don't
so
agree with what you
Yeah.
saying with
like the
what he's
nigga,
done.
like
That's why I
the
say it
nigga,
should be hope for Larry after that
nah.
cracker showing up to do that at least.
But
So
but if
shit, boy,
you're
they
in a
take 400
democratic
off me, boy.
state,
I'm feel like boy, like I might be out tomorrow, boy.
Right.
I'm telling you,
Hell
boy, he
no.
got
right?
600.
But
They take four.
no, but see,
Right.
Bitch,
Shake,
man.
you're
Me and my
see,
lady
Nigga,
was
you
no,
just
still got
joking about
200
you're
how
more, nigga.
thinking, Shake, hold on, pause out, right? Shake, your thinking is why the world is in a fucking cluster fucking erupting right now because that nigga just knocked off 6 life sentences. Right? He just knocked off 6 life sentences. I got 200 years with the state. Motherfuckers, so them niggas, if he did this, he should do this. No. Like Trump did his part, right?
yeah,
Trump did
but
his
once
part.
again, that ain't over for me. If bro, as long as that law
For
library right
you,
there, as long as that law library right there, bro, you ain't gonna never tell none of them
like the
niggas
nigga,
who
like
want to see the light that they ain't gonna see the light.
so
Ain't no
As long as they got that law
anybody in here know
library,
who
bro,
Isaac
that
Wright
shit is
is?
not going nowhere.
Anybody in here know who Isaac Wright is?
Who it is? Who you say?
Isaac Wright. Anybody in here know who Isaac
heard
Wright
the name.
is?
I've heard the name.
So Isaac Wright was the nigga who got bagged. Matter of fact, 50 Cent show on ABC was about Isaac Wright, the nigga that went to jail and was fighting to get himself out on drug charges.
Yeah,
Mm.
okay. Absolutely.
Right. So
No
that's Isaac Wright. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
Isaac Wright got
Shows
himself
this.
out. Right. Isaac Wright got
Right,
himself out on drug
right,
charges, became a
right,
lawyer inside, took the bar exam, everything, became a lawyer inside.
right.
He helped get Akbar Prey out of a life sentence in federal prison.
Joe did.
Right?
On the show. On the show.
So
Yeah.
right, but
Yeah.
that's who I'm interviewing tomorrow. Akbar Prey.
Wow.
Akbar Prey. I'm interviewing him tomorrow.
Talk that walk.
So,
Akbar,
right.
yeah. Yeah.
So Isaac Wright did his part, right? He did his part as far as that. So Prey never had state charges. Prey was straight fetty, right? When he got convicted, he went to the federal court and 160 motherfuckers took the stand against him type of shit. So he had a federal RICO, whatever.
Right.
So they knew to me, bottom line, they knew what they was doing. So you give a nigga federal, right? And state, like the nigga Fat Cat. You know, Fat Cat did his federal bid. He in the state
Yeah.
holding right
Yeah.
now.
I know
Yeah.
what Fat Cat, yeah.
Fat Cat in
He
state.
from my
So
side of Queens.
Queens, you from my side. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Oh, you from Southside?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
cousin.
well,
We cousins.
well, that's my cousin. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you know he in the state, he held in the state side now. So
Yep.
he did his side in the federal. Like niggas think, oh, once we done with the feds, no, the state is worse than the feds because niggas live good in the feds.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
So
Right.
he's on the worst side
Yeah, they
of
don't
the
have
judicial system that you could be.
they don't
Yeah,
You
have
know what, Jedi?
I
That's a good
agree.
point. I never thought about
I
that.
agree, but
He on
you
the
can't tell
whole
them
different stuff.
at 74 after nothing was
52
moving all
years in
these
pri-
years,
52
and then
years in
something fuck
prison.
around and move. That you gonna tell me that he gonna sit at the end of his cell and be like it's
Shit,
over?
that nigga been in jail since he was 22 years old.
Exactly.
That
So
shit is
and nothing happened since then. And now that
22
he's
years old.
74, something moved.
Right.
Something finally
All right.
moved, bro. That's what I'm saying. He had
But
nothing
Shay,
moved all these years.
so
Not
listen.
something
So think
moved.
about
But
it.
look,
So
they've
think
been
about.
lying to him
But
for
think
years.
about. But
You
think
think he give a
about this,
damn?
right? Six
Why
life
should he be
sentences.
free?
6 life sentences. 6 life sentences in the feds, right? You got, but you still knew on the flip side, I still got 200 years, man, years that they gave you. So again, that's like the state of Virginia. Like I explained to niggas, the state of Virginia, when you get life in the state of Virginia, they put a number on it, 399 years.
Mm.
So in the,
Yeah.
so in the state of
You
Virginia,
know, you
I know this for a fact,
no
right?
no
Why
no
should
no.
he be free? I'm
I wasn't
confused at why
asking you.
he should be free. I'm
Why
confused
should
at
he
why
be
people
free?
are
He had
confused
2
for not
sentences.
reading the fine print about the
No,
sentence being commuted.
no. I'm not
Because
saying
I
that,
definitely
Miles.
thought
Miles,
when
listen.
I
Listen,
definitely heard
Miles.
when I heard that the sentence
Wait,
was
let me see if
commuted,
he
I
can,
thought he
Jedi.
was
Go ahead.
walking out, and then I found out he had the
Exactly.
other charges.
Hold on. We
it's the
cutting each other off, my bro. We
so
cutting each other
so
off.
the thing is with federal and state, which is 2 different charges, right? Federal and state is 2 different charges. So if a motherfucker say, so he got 6 life sentences in the feds, right? So in 73. In 1997, they brought him back to court on a state level that said, oh, we giving you 200 years. Now, where his team fucked up at is concurrent and consecutive.
Right.
So there's 2 different things, concurrent and consecutive. One is all that shit run together. So if you do 100 years, right? You did 100 years for both of us. You
Both of us.
going home, right?
Right.
One is, oh, you
Right.
do 100 years with them niggas. We ain't got shit to do with them. You still gotta see us. So
Right.
I
that's the
think where you're
difference.
confused at, I think
No,
where you're
no,
confused at is
no,
where the
we're
criminal
not.
law is. His second charges for the state are not from the same that the federal were. So it's not
I
the same
know
murder.
that's
It's
not
not the same instances of crimes. So they're
his.
not going to allow them to be concurrent.
He's
These
charged
have
on
2
the
different crimes
RICO.
that need
He's
to be
charged on
paid
the
for.
RICO on the
The
state side, Miles.
Right, so that's what I'm
He's.
trying to tell you. He's being punished for different things. In the federal
I
government, he
know
was
that,
being
Yeah.
but
punished
I
for
know
one thing.
we
In the
know
state,
that.
he's being punished
But
for another.
but I'm
So
trying
those
to.
aren't going to run concurrent. They're not going to
I
do the
know that.
sentences at the
We
same time.
know that.
Yeah.
We're just explaining the difference. When you like, why is he still in prison? We're talking
No,
consecutive.
I asked
And
why he should be free.
why
Free,
should
he
he be
said.
free? I'm not saying. Listen,
Because
they're
he's
saying
free. He has a family
a
at home.
man did
Hang
52
on, let
years
him
in
answer.
prison, right?
Family at
Oh,
home.
a man did. I
That's a
interviewed
decent
a
life.
man, Mr.
The
Lee
man, hold up.
Holmes. I interviewed Mr. Lee Holmes, who I personally interviewed, who did 2 years less than what Larry Hoover just did. He did 50 straight, but altogether he been inside 58 years because he been going back and forth to prison since he was 12.
The other one was the creator of one of the largest gangs in America that still
Okay,
exists.
it doesn't matter.
It does matter. He hasn't
Why?
done enough to shut the
So
gang
so
down.
so that's saying lock up every gang member ever, right? Because
It's a case by case basis.
hold
I'm not
on.
going to lump everybody into
So
one.
so when you do the history of gangs and how it started,
He
it
don't
was
know.
never, hold on, it was never about what it is now. Same shit with Jeff Fort.
It was just
Jeff
about
Fort,
protecting the community. It was
right? It was
about
about
protecting the community.
policing
Yeah,
your community.
But you got
right.
Jeff Fort,
Yeah,
story
for
now.
sure.
hold
Got
on.
people that'll step on your fucking feet, white people, especially Chicago. So we're talking about Irish people. We're talking
But
about
let's talk.
Polish motherfuckers that will
But
step on you
Chicago,
and your
but
community.
we not even talking just we not even talking just Chicago. We talking Chicago. We talking LA. We
Okay, that will
talking the
step on
South,
you and your
and
community and
not give
poison
a
you
fuck.
motherfuckers and spit in your fucking face. So
I
Hold up.
agree
Hey,
with.
the
Hannibal,
people have
one at a
to stand up
time,
for
son. You're
themselves.
talking over. Y'all got to
So
take
what
one
they
at a time.
so
So
what it was about in
Shit
the
sound
what it was
crazy on
about in the
YouTube.
beginning, right? So what it was about in the beginning with us is like, yo, you motherfuckers can't come to my neighborhood and fuck nobody up. Or we rolling like that's all of us right now. Just say we in Miami on South Beach and some motherfuckers came through South Beach trying to get the shit shaking. I'm everybody I'm with. I'm looking at every last one of you niggas like if I'm getting it shaken, we all getting it shaken. So it was what shit start out as and what it becomes is never the same thing because these niggas was talking about, like they said, police in their neighborhood.
that's
So
right.
where black, white, or indifferent couldn't come to Jordan Downs. That's just saying like some niggas came and violated pork and beans, right?
Right.
Just say some niggas
Hmm.
came and violated pork and beans before they got shot down. And niggas in pork and beans did nothing. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I've been
My
telling
shit
niggas
is
for
Don't
years,
say
gangs. The
don't
start
say
of the
niggas, them
gangs
yes,
folks,
was
Juice.
not
other
was
gangs.
not for
What
goddamn
it ended out
what
as.
these young niggas is really. Because bro, I know some OG
See,
Crips and
y'all
Blood
proving my
members from
point
Cali
of
that
what
came down
Larry
this
Hoover.
way. Crips literally stood for community revolution and fucking progress,
In
and Blood
progress.
stood for brotherly love overcomes
Right.
oppressions and destructions, some shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm a
But
little
Yep.
confused. Are you
exactly.
comparing Larry Hoover to Martin Luther King?
We're not
no,
Who?
talking fuck Martin
Martin
Luther
Luther
No, no,
King.
King?
no.
Fuck Martin Luther King,
no, no,
nigga.
no,
Fuck
no.
Martin Luther King.
Damn, y'all boy went crazy on Martin Luther King this year.
Hold
Time
on.
out,
This is
hold
Hey,
my
on.
boy,
point.
hey.
Time out,
Because he
hold
was a
on. Wait a
sucker.
All
minute.
y'all black,
Hold
hold
on,
on,
bro.
man.
Playing
Come on,
Hold
man.
on,
We ain't
dog.
Oh,
finna
because
Wait.
do
Brian
that
got a little
tonight,
look,
man.
pussy?
agent.
Why are
God
we
Hold
damn,
saying
on.
we
Martin?
we
Hold on.
fuck Martin Luther King.
Agent.
Hey,
Why are
hold
we
on,
mad at
bro.
Shake,
Martin? Because he
shake,
got a little
Motherfucker
pussy?
thought
I'm
shake,
Martin Luther King.
confused.
shake, shake.
Hey, hold
Hear me
on.
clear. Hear me
Government
loud and
agent.
clear.
Let me
Shake,
say
I
something.
love
Damn.
you. And Shake, you know we argue about whatever, and I love you 10 minutes later. Fuck,
How many
fuck
motherfuckers
Yeah.
Mike,
need
fuck
fed,
Parcell.
bro?
It's technically his name wasn't even Martin Luther King. His name was
Nope.
Okay, well
Michael
why we
Knight.
can't love hold
Dog.
Right.
on, man.
Because he
Right.
named himself after
Right.
a
What
white
the
man, nigga.
fuck? Hold
He
No,
on.
named
Hold
Miles, I
himself
was
on,
after
man.
a
not
Hey,
white
saying
man.
dog,
his
that.
y'all gonna make
grandfather
me
came
get on
from
Mandela
Parcell,
ass
hold
now.
on.
Stop playing
Listen,
with me,
I
bruh.
said,
Stop,
Martin Luther
man.
King.
We ain't
Shake,
doing that.
Listen,
hold on,
Y'all
we
Shake.
gonna
get
make
Shake,
me
can
down
I
get
here
say
on
with
y'all
something?
better
Tuesday.
Shake,
by a leader, man.
beloved,
We'll break
beloved,
Martin Luther King
beloved, hold
down
on.
down in here.
Hold on,
Because you got to
hold
look
on.
at who
Nah,
Martin Luther
we'll
King
break
Beloved,
grandfather was.
Little
beloved,
Farrakhan
hold
down.
on.
Listen, we
No,
can break
Beloved,
not
all
hold
of them
on.
Mandela,
down.
Shake,
Elijah
shake,
Look, we
Muhammad.
can
Yeah,
shake,
break
we'll
shake,
break him
everybody down.
down
shake.
now.
We can
That
break them
hey,
all
Let me
down.
just say,
We
shake,
just
we
can
put
I
them,
gonna
say
put their
preach,
something?
we
name up
gonna
there,
preach
and
hate
we'll
or
break
no.
them all
Beloved,
down, bro.
shake, can
You
I
know,
say
we don't
something?
hold none of
Shake.
them up too high.
Go ahead,
Hold on.
go ahead,
Let me say
go ahead, big
something.
bro.
So the whole Martin Luther King shit, right? MLK, fuck him, fuck Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was a plant. No, listen, Google Claudette Colvin, and you'll see she was
She
Rosa
was the one in
Parks
the yeah, she was the one
before
in the
What?
Rosa
front.
Parks.
Yeah, she
Martin
was the
Luther
one in the
King,
front.
whose real name
Right.
was Michael, named himself
Mm-mm.
Martin Luther after a white Protestant minister. So fuck him too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Man, that man named himself after no white Protestant.
All right, listen.
I ain't never
I'll give you
heard
the
that.
receipts.
Listen to me.
Hey,
You want
Me
hey,
neither.
Miles.
Show me the receipt, man, for that
Let me
right
give
there,
him the
man.
receipt.
Y'all blaspheming now, man.
Listen,
Hold
let
on.
me get. I can give him them receipts, God. If you
Y'all doing too much right now with MLK now.
Shake.
Did
I'm
that.
gonna say this to you, right? Shake. Google it. Google Martin Luther King's real name. And
grandfather,
then when you get it, you apologize. I want an apology on the next motherfucking bar breaker, right?
and then
Boom.
look,
Like
do
and
that.
We'll get it
Malcolm
Google
for you
that.
right now.
But
Tupac.
he
We'll
ain't
get
gonna,
it
he
for
ain't
you right
gonna,
now.
are they gonna
Google
tell
it.
me that
And
he
then
named
Google
himself after
Martin
Tupac
Luther
that
wasn't
King.
cracker?
Tupac wasn't
Cat,
Listen,
Tupac's name.
Big Shake.
Tupac wasn't Tupac
Here,
Shakur's
listen,
name,
I
nigga.
got you the answer. I
Tupac
got
name
you
was
the answer.
Lassane LaSure. Tupac is Haitian descent, nigga.
I
Like
got you
deep
the
Okay,
yeah, for
shit.
say
sure.
answer.
that.
I
Hold
got you
on.
He
the
a
answer.
descendant
Hold
of
on.
Hold on, let's
Dirty
hear what Miles.
Bookman.
What you saying you got there, Miles?
No,
What
Duddy
you found?
Bookman was Jamaican, nigga. Duddy Bookman was Jamaican. He
I
caused too
Nigga,
much
that's a
havoc in
Jamaican name.
Jamaica. And they hold on. Duddy Bookman
Hold on, my
caused
little
too much.
partner, Fontaine Haitian, his name Detty.
I got you
Listen,
the answer.
listen. Due to
We
knowledge,
go.
Duddy Bookman was a Jamaican nigga who they sent to Haiti because he started too much shit on the island of Jamaica. Motherfucking Duddy Bookman is the reason the Haitian Revolution started. Due
Yeah.
to
Chris
knowledge
Rock
to
did
that.
a movie about him on Top
Yeah.
Five.
Oh, he did a movie about Duddy Bookman?
Here
Yeah,
you
on
Yeah,
Top
go.
Five. You ain't never
I
see
never
Top Five?
saw
it
it.
was on that top
Nah,
Hey,
I
five
you
gotta
list.
better
look. I
watch
gotta
Top
look for
Five.
it. So
Nobody don't say
Duddy,
shit that seen it, man.
no,
You
this is
got to
this
come
shit.
back and
I
give us
gotta
a
look
report
at it.
on that.
Like when you talk about Haiti, I say the nigga motherfucking Toussaint was a sucker, right? Because
God damn,
anybody,
Toussaint
no,
was a
listen,
sucker now?
listen, listen.
Okay, you gotta explain it. What you do the
Hold on.
knowledge
All right,
on?
I'm about to right now. So look, it was Toussaint, it was Henry Christopher, and it was Deucelius, right? Dusane Deucelius. He got a street in Brooklyn. Deucelius got a street in Brooklyn.
It's the
Toussaint,
sellers, yeah.
yeah, Toussaint Louverture. Anybody familiar with the school in Philadelphia, Girard University?
hmm
Nobody
Gerard,
is a
no.
law school. Girard University. I can never remember the devil name. Toussaint Louverture gave him money for weapons. A white man. You're fighting a white man, but you give a white man money for weapons, and he never come back to Haiti. He go to Philadelphia and start Girard College, and niggas was not allowed in Girard College to the late 1900s, nigga. So that's why I be
God
like,
damn.
fuck Toussaint. Henry Christoph and Deucelius. Henry Christoph said, "Yo, I want nothing white on the island, nigga. I don't care if it's a cat, rat, or dog. There's nothing white on this island, nigga." Toussaint is the reason Haiti is poor, nigga.
Let me ask you. Let me ask y'all.
God damn.
I do
But
history.
Hey
Tucson ain't
Miles,
famous
go
for
ahead.
that
Hey
though,
Miles,
you know?
let Miles go ahead and answer that question we had earlier. Miles, read that answer, please, bro.
To
Shake you
what?
some
To
bullshit.
what was the answer?
Martin
What
Luther
was the
King.
answer he reading?
I give you all
MLK.
the
His
science
name
on
was
that.
Michael.
I give you all the science on that, God. Like,
Thank you, God. So you know his
Oh,
name was Michael.
Go ahead. Let me see what Miles talking about.
He's
go
correct.
ahead, Miles.
He's
I
yeah.
know.
correct. He's
I know.
correct. His birth name was Michael King Jr.
Okay, well, so what you mean? Why? What was?
So who was Mark Mouse? Who was Martin Luther?
I mean, we all changed our names, so that's not
No, I
welcome
don't.
to
I don't care.
Hollywood.
Nah,
My name's
Miles.
still
Miles,
My
hold
Jamaican.
on,
last
Miles.
name,
My
hey,
name's
We
hold
can
still
on,
argue
bro,
how you
hold
want to
Martin.
on, hold
say on
on,
that
cause my
one.
last name was Darden and all coming up until high school when I wanted to take my
I'm not
dad
talking
Hey,
last
your
name.
Miles.
parents, nigga.
Hey,
I'm
look.
not
Hey,
talking
hey,
your
Nah,
Miles.
y'all
parents.
some
His
bullshit
name
for
was
that.
You in
Michael
Miles,
front of
King,
you in
don't do
front
Shay.
of
that.
your
His
desktop or
name
you in
was
front of your
Michael King,
computer?
Shay.
Hey,
He
look.
is. He in front of
Hey,
that
Shay.
computer.
I'm in front of the computer.
All right. Google Martin Luther King's grandfather. I'm gonna give you the knowledge right now. Google
Go
his
ahead, God.
grandfather, and
Who would
and
wait?
and they'll
Pause
tell you.
before you tell him to do that. Tell him to Google who was the original Martin Luther.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna
I
get
knew
there.
that.
Because
Yeah,
all that's
right, right.
It
that's
says Martin Luther King Sr. was a prominent Baptist minister and civil rights leader in his own right. Senior.
Not Martin Luther
no
King. His name was, if
grandfather.
he's Michael Jr.,
Grandfather.
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 Grandfather. Sir, not father. Grandfather. Helped start the NAACP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And
Niggas always
you know the
asking
science
What,
behind
complete
what was
that.
he
permission.
talking
Okay.
about him?
So
What
that's
was
why
he
you
talking
get
His
That's
about?
what
Martin Luther King.
grandfather,
NAACP stand
Okay.
for.
That's
his
why you get
grandfather,
Martin Luther King. He was
Go
chosen
ahead, let him
to
read it.
be
Let
Martin
him
Luther
read it.
King time ago.
his
Go
What's
ahead.
his
his grandfather's name? Is it
Hold tight,
King?
hold tight. Let him read it. Let
Is
me
the
see. Let's
name
see.
King?
James Albert King lived through the post-Civil War era in the South and likely experienced firsthand the struggles of formerly enslaved black families trying to survive during the Resurrection.
Okay. Now
Reconstruction.
Google the original Martin Luther.
Hold on, nah,
Why?
dog.
Hold on, man. What was that supposed to do? When he looked up his grandfather? What
Because we're
happened?
trying to
The
say
grandfather, the
it's not
grandfather
telling all the
is
history.
the grandfather is a part of the group that started the NAACP.
Right.
Which
Okay.
means,
Which
you know,
So,
the
means
which
original
means
meaning.
you
it's
know
in
who
his
they are. They're
DNA
all
Okay.
to
agents.
be
Hold on.
The
the
whole
hero that he
Y'all
NAACP
became.
is a government group that was
is a
created.
government
Shake,
group.
check
Yes,
your
sir. That's
Okay.
why Martin Luther at the end, well, Michael said in the end, I'm feel bad because I led my people into the fucking fire or the pit, whatever the fuck he said. But the original Martin Luther was a Protestant motherfucking pastor.
A
Martin
Nigga
Luther
is
Protestant
introduced.
wilding right
reformer.
now.
Thank you. No, but he what was he?
A Protestant reformer, 16th century German theologian who
Thank you.
led the Reformation and challenged the Catholic Church.
Thank you. Thank you. A Protestant nigga.
They
So
Martin
say
you
he
Luther
named
King.
challenged
yourself at the
they say he
So
challenged
hold
the
on.
we
So
said
was
we
there
said
any
Protestant
black?
nigga.
Hold on. Was there any black? Wait. Was there any black motherfuckers he could have took from that was fighting the Protestant church
he
back then
could
or some shit like
no,
that?
He said a
it's not
Protestant
about
nigga.
So
it's not about fighting the
whatever the
pro
fuck
Shay, hold
whatever that
on.
he
Shay,
took the
Shay,
cracker name,
I'm sorry to
he
crush your
obviously was
we're
inspired by
sorry to
something
crush your
good that
bubble
the
about
cracker was doing.
Michael. Shay, we sorry to bust your bubble about Michael King Jr., right? So
Well,
no.
Michael King
Either
Jr.
way,
Hold
he
on,
did great
Parsha.
always
And let
things.
me give you another
he
thing,
got a
Shay.
street in every
Shay,
goddamn
That
town
was
in
and
this
it is the
motherfucker.
worst
that was
Every
a
it
good
is
one.
the
goddamn
worst street.
every
In York is the
neighborhood in
worst street.
our
In
Martin Luther
York,
King is fine. We
I
done
said
had some
terrible.
beautiful
New
days
York,
on
New
You
MLK.
know
York,
what? You know
New
where
York,
the
Martin Luther
original Martin Luther King Boulevard started
is
at?
fucked up. It's
Listen,
fucked up,
the
Where?
nigga.
That
original
is
one, the
hilarious.
first one. It's right
It's
here, and I see
Hey,
it.
the
I
crazy
drive by
shit
it
is the
all the time.
poker
It's
bean.
in the city of
The
wait,
poker
hold
Atlanta.
on. What
beans
was
is
the
Listen,
on
first
Martin
one?
Luther King.
Yeah.
What was the
Go to
first?
be on
learn
Okay,
something.
MLK.
case in point.
Okay,
Say it
Right
again,
on
Shay. Where
MLK.
was Martin Luther King at?
Hey, shut your
What,
ass up, man. I don't want to hear that
my point,
bullshit.
nigga.
listen.
So
I
hold
had
on.
some
Martin Luther
beautiful
King
days on
Boulevard.
Let me
MLK.
say
God
another
damn
Listen,
it.
thing. Let me
the
say another
first
thing. Hold on,
yo,
Parcel. State
y'all want the knowledge or what?
Hold on,
MLK,
one at a time.
MLK,
Yeah, go
MLK
ahead.
introduced niggas to
Hey,
Gandhi, right?
lecture been trying to get in, man.
Hey, listen.
We been
The first,
hogging
look,
this shit.
I just want to
Just
add on.
to interject, bro. My
The great,
MLK over here, we just got new roads and shit, and we
okay, shit,
got
but
like
Talk that
hella
walk,
What?
Price.
How
streets
long
down
you
the
So
I'm gonna
they
been
tell
there?
you
trying
what
to get in the
MLK
How
hype.
really.
long
Is.
you
Okay,
been there,
we got
Jules? Fuck that. How long you been there?
That's fucked up.
No, no,
All
listen,
right, y'all
Jules.
listen.
How long
Hey,
you
come
been?
on, man. I want to hear
All right,
lecture, man. Lecture
I
trying to drop that shit,
I
man.
answer
Drop that
after
shit,
lecture
lecture.
go.
no, it's all good.
Go
It's
ahead.
just a little add on. You know, the original MLK Boulevard was here in Atlanta. Okay,
Oh,
and
the
on
first
that
one
okay.
was
street,
Atlanta.
it's in Atlanta. Remember,
Okay.
that's the home of Martin Luther King. So
Was
all
it?
of his
That's a fact.
nonsense is here,
Well,
right?
Right,
that
yeah.
wasn't his home technically, but okay.
But this is where he took the oath.
He
Okay,
put bones at.
this is
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah. He
his
was
Right.
oath
fucking
and
all
did
them
all
bitches
his
at.
blood ritual and all
And
that shit.
fucked all them bitches at. Right.
Right, and fucked all them
All,
bitches. No shit.
fucked all them bitches at.
No shit.
It's
I ain't gonna
true.
lie.
It's
I ain't
Hey,
gonna
true.
lie.
you done, man. Come on,
No,
Hey,
man.
that's a
Shay,
fact. That's
So
listen.
true.
the
Y'all
original
y'all trying to
Hey,
tarnish
Boulevard.
my dog, man. I can't keep
He's
letting
still
y'all
Shay,
blaspheme
we
against the
not.
You know
goat,
These
We
niggas
how
man.
is
can we
bugging.
tarnish what's facts?
You know what
You
street
can't
that
just to
tarnish the
started
interject
on?
truth.
some
Hey,
facts.
hey,
I'm gonna
let me
tell you
do
where it
this though.
started at.
Let me do this though, cause I
Oh
want to have
I'm
some
gonna
shit,
fun
explain.
before we get off this
I'm
shit.
gonna just give you this easy.
man!
Listen,
I just
Before
the
we
got
get
We've
off,
been
off.
on
cause
that too
cause,
MLK
long.
cause
We gotta
bro,
Boulevard.
get
I
on
just
that
this
got
next
this
off,
topic.
this
so I'm
this
with this shit. But
this our
I
longest
just got
stream
off.
ever, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay,
One of our
Yeah,
look,
most
let's
the
move
original
productive
around. Let's
ones.
move
I'm
around,
MLK
with
y'all.
I'm with this shit.
You
Let's
can
move
you can
This
around.
Google
this
Go
this,
ahead.
Miles. Since we got research.
Hold on, Hannibal. Let's move
got
it
it
around,
for you.
man. We
Receipt.
moving. We
I got it
saying
for
the
you.
same thing for
So
hours.
let me ask you a question.
The real MLK Boulevard is in Atlanta, and it starts at the Confederate Cemetery.
Where
Okay.
cemetery? Who
The
cemetery?
Confederate Cemetery.
Okay.
Listen,
I'm
if
That's
I'm
where
a
it's
shit on, hey, if I'm gonna have
That's
my
where it's
shit
from.
running through anything, I'ma run it through them crackers.
Now
So
cipher,
fuck
Bob.
that.
Now cipher. So look,
We running
let me
right through them
Martin
cracker
Luther
shit. So that
Martin
I'm
Luther
proud
King
of that right
introduced
there.
niggas to
Nah,
Martin
hell
Luther King
no.
introduced niggas to
No,
Hell
Gandhi.
yeah,
Let
nigga,
me
we
let
can
hell
you
run
no.
right through them cracker shit
say,
anytime we want
No,
to.
but they
Up
put
Martin
it
Luther
there.
King Boulevard, cracker.
Shay,
They put it
let me
there.
ask you a question. Let me
That
ask you. Let me
there.
Fuck
ask
is
y'all
you
a
talking
question.
about, man? I don't
Let
want
me
to hear
ask
That's
you a
that.
where it
question.
started.
That's a
Hold on.
good
Ask me
That's
a
thing Martin
question.
Luther King running
No,
through
it's
that
not.
shit.
It's not a good thing, Shake. That nigga was a sucker.
Yeah, it's a
So
great
let me
thing
ask
because
y'all.
at one point there were dirt roads and we couldn't get caught walking down the motherfuckers. Now
Shake,
we can
Shake,
drive Bentleys and shit through that shit. Fuck that.
I tell
Shake.
you
You know
one
what?
thing, Malcolm left a
Time out.
note
you
saying
did
that he
that.
did speak to Martin before he
You
died,
did
and
that,
Yeah,
he
man.
did
Malcolm and
kind of
yeah.
Rituals,
implement
bro.
that he was kind
I
of
had
a
a
sucker.
shirt.
You know
I
what
had
I'm
a
saying?
shirt with their picture
He was
Rituals,
together. I
saying
have a
that.
shirt with their picture together. The shit is so fuck. But anybody remember who introduced niggas to Gandhi? It was
Gandhi
MLK.
was a fool, man, a sucker.
Yeah.
Gandhi was a fucking racist.
Hmm.
Gandhi. So a lot of people don't know.
man.
Listen,
Gandhi was a
Shake.
piece
I
of shit,
promise you,
man. You
Shake.
should know
Bro,
that.
The
why
original.
They
this one
bombed
of
him,
the
Shake,
bombed
most
his
listen
family.
to
beloved
this.
people
Shake,
ever,
please,
dog? How
please,
the
He
fuck
please,
he
please.
racist now?
Shake,
meditate.
Wait, what?
listen, Shake,
Jay, you
listen.
what?
The dots on the original Indian niggas' heads was a classism system.
Exactly.
Gandhi was racist against dark-skinned Indians. Dark-skinned Indians
Hmm.
had a particular dot on their head as opposed to the light-skinned Indians, nigga.
Yeah. To separate, it was a step to
It
separate.
was right. Gandhi dealt with racism and classism, nigga.
So Gandhi was calling us niggas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell no, man. I ain't never
G,
Just
heard
like
Gandhi call
just
us
like
this is
niggas,
Gandhi.
another
man.
A.
Hold on.
G.
Just
So
like
the
This is
Vietnam,
another.
hold on.
No,
So the
hold on.
Viet Cong
They
wasn't
still
calling
do it.
us
They
niggas.
still calling you
that's
that.
The
it.
Vietnam wasn't calling us niggas, but Gandhi was.
Gandhi
This
was.
is another.
Listen, Puerto Rican,
Come on,
right?
man.
They
Y'all
ain't had no
tripping, bro.
Hold
problem
on,
with
hold
that.
on.
We didn't have no problem with no Viet
You
Cong,
ever
man.
encountered a racist Puerto Rican? And I know
Right.
niggas from New York have. They call
Yes.
niggas Moyo.
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah, I
Moyo.
Yes.
ain't, I ain't really never ran crow, bro.
Y'all niggas.
I can't
So
lie.
yeah.
And
Puerto
I'd be lying
I
about
gotta be
light-skinned
like
honest.
Puerto
all the
Jada, I
light-skinned
gotta
all the
be
Puerto
Puerto
honest. That
Ricans
Rican
blew
I
my
know
niggas.
mind.
some cool kids.
It blew
Listen,
my mind
listen.
to see it too.
Light skin, there's light skin and dark skin Ricans. Light
That's
Hmm.
skin
real.
niggas would call you Moyo. Moyo is a nigga
Hmm.
with an ER at the end, nigga.
I just call him Moyo back.
Ain't no calling
The
niggas
fuck is
Moyo,
that?
nigga.
Hey, bitch, you ever been to Puerto Rico?
he white.
Uh,
He's a
how you how
Spaniard,
you
nigga.
gonna call
You looking at a Spaniard.
Man, that bro,
how
you
you
walk
call a
around
light
Puerto
skin
Rico, you gonna see
Shay?
niggas
How you
No,
gonna
too.
you
call
right,
a
Jada.
how
They
you
Yo,
telling
gonna
me
Shay,
call
let
a
me
talking
tell
light
this
you
the
something.
skinned nigga
same shit,
Moyo?
man. Fuck.
Jimmy,
Shay,
Shay,
That's like
Shay,
Italians, bro. When they try to
Shay,
call you shit,
let
bro.
me say this,
You
Shay.
too,
Shay,
bitch.
Shay, you
The
know
Shay.
Moors
how
ran
light.
through
Hold
that
on,
shit. What
hold
the
on,
out.
fuck
Shay.
is you talking about?
You know how light I am, right? Shay, you know how light I am compared to the Puerto Rican niggas who call niggas Moyo. I'm
Mhm.
dark as fuck to them
Bro, it
Hey,
don't
niggas,
yo,
make
bro.
yo,
sense
yo,
for them to do that, bro. They'll sit there
hey,
and get
big
their
bro.
hair braided.
This a perfect
Okay,
segue.
I
We
got
not
something for
Them
you. This
motherfuckers
is a
will get
perfect
their hair
segue
braided,
to
bro.
tell you about
Shay.
Fat
It
Got a
Joe.
don't
question.
matter, beloved. It
They
don't
Listen,
never in their
matter.
lifetime
hold
sat
on.
in their
Shay,
grandma lap
Shay,
and their grandma braided their hair.
Only
Shay,
niggas
So
like Shay
again,
don't
man,
call no.
Shay,
how many
Only
times
niggas.
I got to tell you that they niggas,
You
bro?
ain't gotta tell me
Shay.
shit. No,
Exactly.
Let me
they
tell
So it
you
ain't
all
no,
something.
it
know,
don't be no shade when
beloved.
they do dumb
No,
shit
Shay,
like that.
they
Listen,
all
Cause
let
don't
me say
look
I
at
something.
call them
theyself
one
as
right back.
niggas. They don't look
Let me
at
say something.
theyself as us.
It
This
don't
the
matter.
perfect
They
time.
is.
This is the
That make
perfect.
it even stupider.
Hey,
This is
Shay,
the
they
perfect
dangerous
segue.
though. Those are the
This is a
dangerous
perfect
ones,
segue for me to tell you
right?
about
Because
Fat
those are
Joe.
the ones that's right next to you, and you just never fucking know,
Listen,
right? You know how
And
they
to
this is a
say,
knock
Shit,
your
perfect
I say,
shit
me,
you know
segue.
how
off.
I say
To,
they
And
not
to
like
knock
us.
your
I was supposed to
shit
tell
off,
you about
bro.
Nah,
Fat Joe
bro.
last week. I'm gonna
I
tell you about him this week.
Case in
I
point.
know I
Case
know
in point.
Listen,
chicos that don't
Shit,
fuck
you
with
know how I
niggas
break
and
it down the
they wear
y'all
it
easiest?
on
not
their
You
listening.
sleeve.
know,
Y'all not
yo,
listening.
you know how I could break
yeah,
it down the
they're
easiest?
us,
The
but they
beef,
not.
Oh, hold
the
Let
on.
me
Let me say two words, man.
Wait.
I ain't said
Was trying
nothing
to make a
overnight,
point, bro.
bro. That's on
Go ahead,
God. I
Wop.
ain't saying nothing overnight.
The
Yo,
easiest
Go ahead,
way to
Wop.
break it down. Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
this
I
the
got something.
perfect segue for me to speak on Fat Joe, nigga. The biggest Puerto Rican in the world. To me, how I see it,
The fuck,
nigga.
nigga.
Yep.
This motherfucker was the biggest racist I've ever fucking met in my life, nigga.
Oh, you
And I
met
don't care what
son?
none of you niggas saying.
Oh,
I
Joey,
met him. I've been
Joey,
in Queens.
Racist.
Yes,
So y'all hold on, y'all
racist,
from the
nigga.
X?
Joey
Y'all
always
from the X?
considered
No,
himself a
I'm
nigga.
from Queens. But
You
however,
oh
this
right.
yeah, this happened in fucking Florida. This ain't even in. We wasn't even on New York soil. Okay,
Y'all was down
I,
there.
I was yeah, I was at the How Can I We Taking Over.
How
You
can I
heard the
be
video,
down?
you
Yeah,
know the
yeah,
song
yeah,
We
yeah, yeah,
Taking
yeah, yeah,
Over.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
One,
Yeah. Count
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I was at that video shoot. One of the first people out there, me and Freeway, nigga, chopping it up. While we talking, our Briscoe brought his little nappy headed ass over there and
Direct
started trying to get a beef with me. Try to beef with me.
with
Because what
you?
I was out there doing was advertising my up and coming show, which was Dead Prez. I had Dead Prez. I had the Air
Ooh.
Lights. I had motherfucking
Ooh.
Bahamadia. I had Raw Digger.
Wait,
I
you
had
was
an
on
ill
the car
show
with
coming.
all them?
Yes, nigga, this was gonna be fire coming up.
Okay,
So
okay, I'm
I'm
listening.
yeah, I'm pushing my show. I'm pushing my show through Miami, and it's gonna be at Sobe Live, one of the biggest fucking clubs I rented out.
I
I'm
heard
like,
that.
yes, I'm
Yeah.
getting my money right. Yes. Nigga, I'm talking to all the rappers. I get to fucking excuse me, me and Freeway chopping it up. Briscoe walked up on me with some beef shit. Mind you, Fat Joe right behind him. I don't say nothing to him. I don't say nothing to Fat Joe.
We ain't
I
gotta
talk to
tell you why
Sizzler.
not to beef with Briscoe, bro.
Oh man,
Cause he a
fuck
rat?
Briscoe. Listen,
Cause he a
I'm
rat?
gonna tell
Yeah,
you
we ain't
straight up.
gotta
You
Listen,
tell
gonna call
you
the
about
feds on
nothing.
you?
yeah,
Oh
fuck
yeah.
him. I ain't
Exactly.
like not him. I'm saying this in general.
Yeah,
When
yeah, go ahead,
Joe,
God.
all that shit died down, I rolled up my L. I looked over, Fat Joe was standing next to me. Don't you know this motherfucker came to me on some racist shit, nigga? He
He
told
called you
me,
Moyo?
he told me he said, nah, everybody over here with me except for this black kid right here. And then I said,
Armageddon.
Yeah, you seen him, you know. So he said, yo,
Yeah.
everybody but him right here. So I'm looking, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is homie's issue? What's his problem? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, nah, he didn't say that right in front of, you take him back. I'm like, nah, he
Yeah,
didn't say that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
then the nigga commits to basically shunning me off, like, fuck that black kid. He kept saying it like that, nigga. You hear me? You
Yeah.
hear what I'm telling you?
Oh,
He's
I
saying,
know.
nah, that black kid that's right there that's advertising this shit. Nah, y'all get him the fuck out of here. And blah, blah,
Word is
blah.
born?
Yeah. He kept saying that black kid. So I turned to Freeway and said, yo, you see this nigga? And Freeway, like, yo, he all quiet and shit. He talking about,
Yeah.
no, it's all good, God. Just inshallah, God. Just go over there and try to advertise it to somebody else. And I'm looking at T.I., I'm looking at all of them like, yo, y'all see
And
this
none of them
nigga?
saying nothing.
He's right. He's
Pussy
being
ass nigga.
racist.
But
Hey,
look,
let
hold
me let
on.
me
Look at
hey
Joe.
let me get this
Green
last
eyes,
segment in,
white
bro.
pale skin.
Before we do anything else, let me get this last segment in. Like I said, I be wanting to
Man,
end
I'm
these
ready to
shows.
run this shit till it can't run no more,
It,
nigga.
Right.
Fuck that shit,
exactly,
nigga.
but y'all know I got
Fuck that
wifey in the
shit, God.
background right now, and I
Well,
got
you
to go
get
to
off
work,
and let
So,
us run this shit,
and I
nigga.
got work in the morning.
right.
But
Do you get off and
again,
let us run
little
this shit,
fun, my
nigga?
nigga. What? Nah, I ain't gonna ask you
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna ask
Go
you
ahead.
that. Daz and Corrupt or Styles and Jada?
What kind of question is that?
Oh shit. Yeah,
Hold on,
that's
no,
that.
hold
Yeah.
on, Jedi. You ain't finna just Smith dismiss that nah.
I mean, Dog Pound can't fuck with them niggas on their best day.
What is the what?
Nah, not
Yo,
at all.
All right,
Mr.
say that.
Bo, hey,
that was your question. This
hey,
y'all
hey, is
question though.
Juice here?
I
Is
ain't gonna.
Juice still on here? Juice, you still here, Juice?
Wait,
Nah, it's still.
you said
Juice.
Dog Pound and Kiss and Locks, right?
Dog
Yeah,
pound against the
I'm still
locks.
here.
Nah,
My
I
shit was
said
Yeah,
glitching.
Daz
nah.
and
Juice, can you
Corrupt,
get your man, son?
Daz and
Versus
Corrupt,
Styles and Jada.
and Styles P and Jada.
Oh yeah, they'll get their ass toe up, boy. I'm telling you, they would lose, man. They couldn't even deal with them boys. They couldn't even remotely
What?
hang close to
What
them
do
boys.
y'all talk? Y'all do know this the
You
same
damn
dudes
sure
that
all
went to the
right,
tunnel
Jada
and
ran the
was
verse
battling
with one
everybody
fucking
now.
verse. That
That
Mr.
was
got the
hard.
Boatwright.
reputation. Him and Snoop walked in the
Mr.
tunnel
Boatwright.
and blowed down everybody now.
Mr.
Don't do
Boatwright.
No,
that.
but shit,
Can I
one
say
verse
something,
Don't
killed the
do
Mr.
whole
that.
verse.
Boatwright?
Don't no, y'all just not gonna
Hey,
dismiss them
you
boys like
you
that.
got I gotta
This is
when we
these
talking
niggas
hip
now.
hop, Shake, I gotta call you by your last
You
name.
know
Corrupt couldn't
Daz
even give
made
me
the
a neck.
ambitions of a rider beat, right?
I get
I
that. I
Hold
get
That's
on.
that
Daz.
too.
That's
Corrupt
that
couldn't beat me
Daz
a neck.
now.
You
And
know that, right?
What
fuck
beats
the beat.
that did
Fuck
Jada and
the
Styles
beat.
make?
They didn't. But what? Rob,
Okay, so them boys up already. They don't make beats either.
Name me a dope rhyme that Daz ever spit. That was
Man, name me a West Coast beat that Jada beat up.
What?
I can name plenty of East Coast beats that Corrupt smoked.
He did the Super Ugly beat. Super Ugly. That's West Coast.
That ain't super, man. That ain't no West Coast beat.
That is a West Coast beat.
Super Ugly wasn't no what? That was Bubba Sparks.
That was a Drake beat. No, that was a Drake beat.
Boy, that was Bubba Sparks, boy.
You know who Nocturnal is?
Yeah, but again,
now.
That's
so you saying that's a West Coast beat, bro? Y'all know damn well that ain't no West Coast beat.
It was an East Orange, New Jersey Nocturnal. It was an East Orange, New Jersey Nocturnal, and it was a Nocturnal from the West.
The Nocturnal that signed the Dre.
Nigga. He like high yellow with braids. He looked exactly like
yes, sir. Yes, God. Yes, God.
And that's his.
All
beat,
I'm
right
telling
there.
y'all is
now, if you said
Corrupt and Jada could get it shaking.
If you said kissing Corrupt,
stop playing with Corrupt.
Old Corrupt, not this new drunk ass
But
Corrupt.
Shay, can I tell you something? Where's Corrupt from? Where's Corrupt from, Shay?
Philly.
Mr. Boat.
Philly.
Mr. Boat, right? Where's he
Philly.
from?
Philly.
Where is Philly located?
Philly.
Where's it located?
On the east.
On what coast? So you gotta
on the east.
Take Corrupt out, nigga.
But what you gonna tell? What Corrupt
West
gonna
Side,
tell you?
nigga.
Me and you both know what Corrupt gonna tell you.
Wait, what was the question?
Exactly. You know what Corrupt gonna tell you where he coming from. He love Philly, but you know that's a West Coast nigga, bro. You know that.
Jada,
you heard that nigga on Drink Camp, man. New York, we don't want your buildings, cuz.
Yeah, they can't out-rap no
we
Jada.
don't want your buildings,
Hey,
cuz.
Shay. Yo, you West Coast bias like a motherfucker.
So the question was
hey.
Daz and Corrupt or Jada and Styles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jada and Styles. What the fuck?
Thank you.
Watch this. What? Hey, again.
What are we talking about?
These niggas, hey, Price, you don't know enough Dog Pound to know what's going on right now. So I'm gonna take that as just that right there.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, but you gotta be cause you just dismissed the Dog Pound with the locks.
Hey, but
what do you mean? You know how much legendary shit the Dog Pound responsible. Do you heard the whole first Chronic? You know them boys was on that whole album.
That's all my favorite pop song was "The Streets Is a Motherfucker."
You know something. All right, I ain't gonna dismiss you.
Let me ask you.
You know Streets is a motherfucker, so you know he went.
Let me ask you.
So the shit, give me what you got was recorded where?
Who you got out of Jadakiss and Styles and Ghost and Ray? You right now. You. Jay, you.
No.
Jay, who do you have out of Jadakiss and Ghost? I mean, Jadakiss.
I'm going Ghost and Ray because Ghost or Ray gonna smoke Styles. Ghost or Ray gonna smoke Styles, nigga.
I'm not gonna say that.
Styles ain't got no purple tape, nigga. Styles ain't got no purple tape.
You know that's my favorite tape ever. When I ask niggas,
Styles ain't got no date, man.
So let me.
But that Kiss of Death gonna stand up.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Nothing stands up to the purple tape. The purple tape.
Nothing stands up to the purple tape. That shit canceled.
That's the greatest hip hop album ever created to me.
For me,
that Daytona 500 shit, man. Come on, man. Don't play with me, bro.
That wasn't that album, Shake. That wasn't that
No, I'm just telling you that what this nigga is who he is. I know this.
One more duo in there though.
Ghost is my guy. Ray is my guy, but Ghost, man, that's that ring.
We're talking about. I mean
that bracelet with that goddamn monument on that motherfucker, man. Man, Ghost
duo. Personally,
that was the stupidest
I don't think there's any other two niggas did bigger than Mobb Deep. I don't think there's any other two niggas
so
did bigger than Mobb Deep.
You cheating. So you gotta say,
nah, you can't. Don't do that.
Bigger than
No.
MOBB, nigga. Two niggas.
No, no,
They
no,
Damn.
no.
brought
Don't do
two
that.
niggas and did it bigger than
So I want
MOBB.
Hey, can I say
I
one
want to
Damn,
hear.
thing?
Come on
damn,
I
now.
want to hear
You going
everybody.
too
damn,
far.
damn,
Anybody,
damn,
I
nigga.
want to hear. Hold on,
You
hold
went
on.
damn,
too
I want
far.
to hear
You talking about
everybody.
mom? Too.
I want to hear
damn,
everybody top five duo. Two men. I want to hear
damn,
everybody
Go
top
ahead.
five
Give me
duo.
5 right now.
No, but I'm
damn.
talking
5
about
right now.
Dead
that
in
you.
the middle, a
Hold
little
on,
Italy,
hold on,
diddle, we
hold
know the
on.
riddle in the
No,
middle,
no,
man, we
no.
did it, do
So
diddle.
listen, I'm
Them
saying
niggas
when I
got
say
3 songs
duos,
together.
when I say
You know.
duos, you
Come
gotta
on.
exclude Jaden Styles. You can't exclude Ray and Ghost. You can't exclude Red. You can't include Red and Meth. And you, it gotta be duos,
Right.
right?
My
Like
favorite
two
duo.
rappers, two
Paris and
rappers.
Eric. You can throw them in there.
Oh,
EPMD.
that's number
Paris
one.
and Eric, right?
That's
That's
yeah, that's number one
EPMD is
right there.
numero uno.
Running DMC. Okay.
I don't. You know why I don't include them God Parcells? Because that's Run DMC,
Yeah, that's Pioneer. They don't. Nobody. Yeah,
right? So
right.
they don't count. So
Yeah,
yeah, go
that
ahead after
Pete,
that.
hey, listen, I'm starting off number 5, Pete Rock and CL Smooth. I
Well,
got
Pete
to.
Rock did rap, so okay, you can. Pete Rock
Come on,
raps, okay.
man. Don't
Yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
that,
Go
bro.
ahead, son.
Don't do
Go ahead,
that,
son. Pete Rock
bro.
rap. Okay. No, Pete Rock rapped. So I give you that.
That and Eric and Paris definitely number 1 for me, bro.
Oh, I was about, yeah. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
the Eric and Paris definitely number 1 for me. Oh, again, my
So I
nigga,
got
I
my
can't
five
leave that
on
as a
top. Let
corrupt
me
out of nothing when it come to duos, my nigga. That's
EPMD
like,
for me, EPMD, Smith and Wesson, right?
oh my god.
EPMD, Smith and Wesson, Helter Skelter, motherfucking the Cash, right? The motherfucking Cash,
Come
and
on.
and motherfucking Pusha T and Malice, nigga.
Oh my god. That's a stupid list. That's like yeah, that's the him or him. But let me flip this shit.
Niggas, a
This
lot of
cause
niggas can't
again,
fuck
my
with
nigga, I
Pusha
have
T.
to do this. I have to do this shit sometime, my nigga, cause again, y'all heard what my dog just called me a few minutes ago, right?
Bias.
Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos or
That's
Love's
not a
Gonna Get
duo,
You.
loved one.
No,
It's
nigga,
not.
this is my questions right here for you. Black
Black
Steel
Steel
in
and
the Hour of Chaos or
Black Steel and
Love's
Hour
Gonna Get
Chaos.
You.
Fuck KRS-One.
Oh,
Black
that's a
Steel
good
and
one.
Hour
That's a good
Chaos.
one.
Come,
I got a
listen,
letter
rock,
from the government the other day. I opened
bruh.
it, read it. It
My
said they
brother's
were
out of
shut.
it, but I'm still in it. I'm top to that. I'm
Yeah,
in it to
yeah.
win it.
Fuck
I
that
can't
nigga.
believe that
That nigga
Rob would
pardoned
diss me, that
Africa
punk, that
Bambaataa.
faggot. He's soft, the sissy.
That nigga pardoned
Listen, man,
Africa
don't
Bambaataa. I
ever
can't
call
never
me.
listen to nothing to Chris. He pardoned Africa
Why?
Bambaataa
Now,
from the
Jedi, I'm sorry.
pedophilia, nigga.
I gotta go with a KRS on that. That's
I
Nah,
crazy.
love that.
I ain't
Mother
going with
Gabby,
KRS, but
that beat.
I'm just gonna tell you, Chuck D was like
I
was
got a
God
letter
to
from
me
the
for about a good
government.
three for about a good
Oh yeah.
3 years. Chuck
I
D
got a
I
couldn't do
don't think
letter
it
no
was
from
a
the
wrong,
story
bro.
that
government.
KRS had that I
That
ain't relate
same
to though.
verse,
Like I did.
that same verse that Jedi just started, bro. That was like my favorite verse ever, bro.
Oh,
Like
they
on
wanted me for the
Nigga said they
army or
shot down
whatever.
one, they
Picture me
shot down
giving
two.
a
giving a
damn. I
damn. I
said
said
never.
never.
Here's a
Mm.
land that
Hey,
never gave a damn. About,
All
man,
that
listen.
shit cool, but dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that he riddled some middlemen who didn't do diddly. Stop playing with
hey,
this
Hey,
fucking
Juice,
pun, nigga.
that technically don't count as a duo, Juice.
I know,
They
I
just
know.
did what's up.
I'm trolling at this point.
No, no
I ain't
pun,
got shit to say.
pun, no pun. I'm not gonna lie. That part right there, like everybody tried to. If a nigga got that shit, you was a good nigga, cause
Nigga,
nah,
I've been
everybody
studying
Fat
tried.
that
Joe,
shit for years
Fat
just to
Joe is
say this
better than
shit in a
that nigga, and
podcast
I'm
right now.
standing on that. Fat Joe
Fat
is
They
Joe
better
don't
is
than
give a
that
fuck
definitely a
nigga,
about no
duo.
and I'm
lean
standing
back
on
and
that.
Hey,
I'm
Shay,
so we
standing on
Shay,
Chris.
that.
Shay, you know what holds me and your brotherhood together? Because I love you. Because you be saying some
You be saying
bullshit.
some outrageous ass shit. Like,
And I
duh,
be
like
trying
Hey,
to disown
what?
you,
whack
nigga.
pussy ass get away with it, and y'all niggas fuck with whack.
I
I
don't
don't
fuck
like
with
whack at
whack,
Y'all ain't
all.
gotta
nigga.
worry about me calling Nipsey gay or nothing like that. But nigga,
What? Hey, hey, hey,
y'all gonna
hey!
know
No,
that
no,
nigga,
no.
this real hip hop running
Lauren,
around in my motherfucking head.
Lauren London name came up at the Puffy trial. I understand what
Yeah,
Wack
I
talking
already
about
know,
now.
bro. I
Mm,
already
I
know.
understand. So maybe Nipsey was the other nigga in there rubbing his nipples with Puff, nigga. I don't
Oh
know.
shit. There we go.
Boy.
With that being said, man, hey, I love y'all niggas, man. This been one of the
Love you
best
too,
streams we
G.
done had. and we gonna do it like this. Miles, take us home, homie.
Yes, sir. Make sure everybody's checking out marleyworldwide.com and come back here for the next big discussion.
This shit was
We
definitely disgusting.
have apparel. Go to Marley Worldwide. Y'all
Yo,
cop
can I
some of
put my
that
apparel
Bar
on Marty
Breakers
Worldwide
apparel.
shit too? Can I
That's
put my
real.
apparel on Marty Worldwide?
Yes,
No
sir.
rats,
That talk to
no
him.
rats, no rat.
That's
So
Mr.
my
Marley
campaign,
Worldwide right there. There you
look,
go.
my campaign is no rats, no rapists, no pedophiles. Any if you accuse any of one of them, nigga, I will never interview in my life.
Talk that
Right.
walk,
Right?
kid.
Right? I'm not. If you got a sex crime or if you told and didn't stand tall, there's nothing me and you got to talk about ever in life. So I got some t-shirts and I got some hoodies with no rats, no rapists, no pedophiles, and always a sniper scope.
Oh, I
Right?
saw that. I
Right?
want that. I want one of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Talk.
about to have some t-shirts next week, God. So I got you, right? I got some t-shirts
Let,
next
let
week.
him
Coming,
let
so I
him
got
let
you.
him know one more time who you got on the show this week, big bro, so
Oh, I
we can
got
make sure that we tune in, bro, because it's a big show.
please, please, please. I got Akbar Prey, the biggest nigga in the state of New Jersey, that got locked up early. He was told on by a side bitch. Over 150 niggas took the stand against him.
God damn.
And I got him tomorrow, right? Like
150.
yo, man, listen. So I'm gonna see what I could get out of them because sometimes niggas don't want to talk about certain shit. So I respect that. Like
Yes,
I
sirski.
don't push the envelope with niggas, right?
Yes,
But
sirski.
Akbar Prey did I think close to altogether in jail 38 years and was on a drug charge. Thanks to
Right.
motherfucking Joe Biden and his drug laws, right? I gotta throw that in there. Joe Biden wrote the drug laws. We know that. Um,
Right.
Talk.
so yeah, that's who I got. The biggest nigga in the state of New Jersey at the time, Akbar Prey. Um, the nigga that got him out of jail was the nigga Isaac Wright. I'm politicking to try to get him too. Because he got locked up for drugs, became a lawyer inside and started getting niggas out. 50 Cent even put a show on him on ABC. I forgot the name of the show, but so he helped get Akbar Prey out of federal prison because Akbar had a fucking life sentence and he wound up, to me, 38 years is life personally,
Talk that
Cause
walk, kid.
cause if I go to jail if I go to jail at whatever age and I come home at fucking 68, 70, I did my fucking life in prison.
Telling you, I just talked to my lady about that, man. One of the like 4 or 5 niggas that I know from kid days just getting out of prison right now. You know what
All
I'm
right, so
saying? So
listen,
welcome
hold
home
them
to Quincy,
together.
welcome home Pledge.
Hold them together because I'm about to try to start some shit called lapse on location, right?
Hmm.
um, which is the acronym gonna be LOL, but I'm serious because LOL means a nigga laughing out loud. So it's gonna be laughs on
Yeah.
location, LOL, but a nigga serious, right? So I'm looking to expand and come visit niggas and talk about them on they block and they hood and they kitchen and they bathroom. I don't give a fuck what we talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
You damn
Um,
right.
right. So that's it, man. Bar breaker shit. I ain't got no slogan, just Jersey. Juice, I had one last night, but I can't remember it because somebody ain't get on. I had, oh, I think I
My B,
remembered. I
kid.
said,
My B. Everybody,
Gotta write
man.
that
My
my,
shit
B.
down,
I said,
God.
I'm going to
I,
do
I
better.
said, I didn't, I said it, but I ain't like it. I was like, yo, my new nickname is Scarecrow, right? Cause I'm in the field by myself, nigga. But
Talk that
boom,
walk.
you know what I'm saying? But st- salute to the panel.
Hey.
Salute to the panel. Salute to my loved ones. Salute to all my beloveds, man. I love everybody in here, man, because you're my
Talk,
brothers. You know what I'm saying?
talk that walk.
And and that's it, B. That's it for me. But my new nickname is the Scarecrow, man.
Talk
Say
that
less.
walk. Hey, I got my fist up, walk.
Walk and went to sleep.
Yeah, walk working this shit.
Sit
Oh,
here
he
crazy.
jumped off. Price,
Who
let's
next?
take it home, homie.
Who that?
Juice
Me?
Man.
Oh shit!
Juice
Juice.
Man.
I thought y'all trying to holler at somebody else. But
Yeah, walk.
This been one of the most longest, unorganized.
controversial goddamn episodes of Bar Breakers that y'all will probably ever see. Goddamn it, shit like Shake Safe. Y'all hit that link down below, themarleyworldwide.com. Goddamn it, get your merch. Everything Bar Breakers exclusive will be in that link. The Discord, the Facebook, the YouTube, and we got some merch down there too. Like you said, you can find me on all platforms at Drew Price _ official. Price with a Y, not an I. You put an I, you gonna find a real white guy. That's a fucking fact. If you think I'm capping, you go do it on Instagram yourself. You'll find a real white guy. It's Bob Breaker, man. For real, for real.
All I want to say is it's been a dope night. Chicago was in the building for the first time. Always good when lecture rolled through. Miles took over while I had to take care of some things. So I appreciate you for that, my bro. Y'all know, my nigga, this shit be fun for me all the fucking time, bro. Like
Hey,
I
Shay,
just love this panel shit. Talk to me, homie.
dead in the little. Damn, I fucked it up. Dead in the middle, little Italy dip. Fuck it. I'm going
Yeah, yeah, get that shit.
I'm gonna get that
Yo,
shit next time. Y'all gonna be like, fuck nigga lit. I'm
But
gonna get it next
yo,
time. I swear to
shit. You know
God.
what I wanted to say too? I ain't get to speak on it earlier. The nigga Suge Knight is dropping videos like Puff Daddy right now. The
Yeah,
nigga
this
got like
shit crazy.
10 million clips.
I
He done
ain't
been on
finna do
Kid
that.
Morgan.
Free
I
Tory.
was gonna talk about it earlier and I had to fucking forgot. This been the Bar Breakers panel with
Ooh,
Big
we.
Shake, man. I love all y'all, man. We gonna see
love you too,
y'all
nigga. Love you
soon,
too,
Love,
man.
I
brother.
hit you
Y'all, you
out
goddamn.
from
know what I'm
all
saying?
platforms. Fuck with me, man. I missed it. Pardon me.
Peace
Don't
to the
don't. Hey,
gods. Free
behind the scenes. I'm gonna
Fargo.
get out y'all boys, my nigga, so we can get this shit a little more
Hey, hey,
organized. But I
Juice, you
appreciate y'all.
finish on